boots, mud, tired eyes, and the rotted planks of Vyra's hollow. A lean red tiefling dons a singular leather glove on a mechanical right hand. He wanders the thin alleys, slipping through swaths of sorry folk, moving with purpose. A few turns of the corner, and eventually he comes to a halt at a four-way intersection in the alley. Leaning against the wall of one of the many ramshackled hovels, he begins to whistle a nonchalant tune, something reminiscent of a children's song, before letting the last note hang in the air. Almost like one calling for a pet, a dwarvish man in rags crawls out from one of the hovels. He too whistles a tune, the second half of the tune. Q. The man is hairy and dirty, stained teeth and nose hair. Gossfellow, what do you want? You know where the den's at these days? Den's been gone a long time, Q. I'm sorry to say. Oh, don't be like that. We go back a long time, see? Yeah, I seem to recall you being a fucking snake, don't I? Hey, guilty as charged. But hey. The red tiefling pulls a vial filled with sparkling blue from his coat pocket. Look, I even brought a peace offering. The dwarf's eyes swell like a cat, and animalistic craving takes over. He nearly leaps at the tiefling, his target set. The den. Come on, for old time's sake. The dwarf gets unsteady, nearly breaking into a sweat. He licks his lips and looks around. Fuck, Q, where did you get this? Big D is cracking down on the stuff. His people are practically tearing up the streets, shaking down anyone who's got dust. You let me worry about that. The den. The dwarf becomes more frantic. He looks like he could break into a sprint at any moment. All the while, the red devil keeps a curled smile on his rigid face. Fuck, fine. Just hold on. The dwarf slips back into the hovel, the tiefling slipping the vial back into his coat. He gives a nonchalant glance around the alley and exchanges the vial for a cigarette, which he lights like it was his career. A few moments later, the dwarf slips back out, hastily folding a note in his hands before passing it to the tiefling. The tiefling twirls the note between his fingers, unfolds it with one hand before stifling a small laugh. He tucks the note away and plucks the vial from the same pocket. He feints the passing of the vial, pulling back at the last moment. Hey, no one saw me. You dig? The dwarf practically snatches the fingers holding the glass tubing as it comes in range again. Like a shadow, he ducks back into the fog once more, lingering for just a moment to utter a final sentence to the tiefling. One day you're not gonna be able to talk your way out of trouble. As the tiefling takes from the wall and begins to roam back down the way he came, he utters back to the dwarf. Don't I know it, old friend? You take care now! As the tiefling slinks back into the crowds and alleys, he whistles the tune once more. Notes like thunder against the ramshackled walls. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, hello and welcome back to another episode of Dummies and Disasters presents Sins of the Blood. I am your humble Dumble Master, the one and only poutine pastry, the farting tart, joined by my crew of 6 intrepid souls. Hello, intrepid souls.
Hello.
Hello.
Heyo.
We are back. It is Sunday once more. You know what that means. We are back in the city of Blackwall.
That motherfucker better have communicated with Sembri.
What do you mean?
He better not come around that corner. She might stab him.
Oh, who's to say? But yes, welcome
That's
back
just
on,
a safety
folks.
mechanism.
Yes. We are getting off to a little bit of a late start. I was having a bit of a frantic little last put together of some notes. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead, and while I find some music for us, let's go ahead and get some test rolls going.
Oops, that's not right.
10.
12.
7.
10.
Let's see. The only person I'm missing is J Frost. Excellent. Not great rolls, but I guess it's good to get those out of the way, huh?
Starting soft.
Only one of those was above a 10.
2 of those.
2 of those? Oh,
Two
yeah.
12s. That's how that is. Yes.
I won't even lie. I read that 12 as a 10. I thought it was 10, 7, 10, 12, 10.
These would be horrible stats, by the way.
Oh, god awful.
Yeah.
Yes. They sure
Standard
would
array would be better.
be. But, without further ado, as we return back to the city of Blackwall on the night hours of the 24th of Wintercrest, let's go ahead and have one person or persons go ahead and regale us with the events of last session.
Yippee! Last session was weird. Weirder than what happened before that, which was Solomon falling over during a funeral, but it's Solomon. We were more concerned that he was dying. Yeah, we were more concerned that he was going to die at a funeral than Solomon just having a moment. After said funeral, we all absconded back to the Copper Piece, as we do, because that's become home base for the crew, and decided to talk. Q joined us, so we had to have slightly less talks than we were planning on. But in the meantime, we made stew, and Lib showed up and said, I need to talk to Copper. So they left for a little bit while Pact and I almost said Sauce for some reason. Leaf. What the fuck?
He
Name
does
is
have the
Sauce.
sauce.
He does have
Fish sauce, get over here.
I swear.
Continued to make dinner in the kitchen while that left Solomon, Q, and Zimri to do, I don't know, probably stare awkwardly at each other in the living room. Or for Solomon to take a nap. Yeah.
Go commit crimes. No, not that one.
No, not that one. And after coming back for a little bit, which is where we ended the session before this one, it turns out that Lib's little hunch was correct in that she is in fact Copper's daughter. And Simri asked the most important question that Copper fucked, which was just still weird to her. Simri's still processing that one. She's still processing more of that than what came almost directly after, which was the entire conversation with Copper's patron popping up, Agdu Bahan. Because Copper learned the same day that his patron will pop up whenever he says his patron's name. No one else, only Copper.
To be fair, Copper knew that. CG had no idea.
Yeah. It was real funny because everyone in the room was tired as hell. Most of us are introverts, and Agdu Bahan is 100% an extrovert. And he's a GD, and by God, does he like to talk to people, which isn't a downside. It had just been a long day, and Q was also there. So we got to talking, learned once again, truthfully, that Simbri's dad was one of Ogjubahan's previous warlocks until he got married to Semri's mom, who was a succubus, which broke his contract with Ogjubahan. Magic fuckery happened. They were still in love, which, I mean, is great for Semri. At least she had, look at healthy relationships. But that did get Semri to realize that since her mom was a devil, that means her mom is probably still alive. Hopefully.
Hopefully, Ishmael.
Hopefully. And when that conversation ended, Ogjubahan gave the group funny peach, I think? Passion fruit flavored alcohol, which tasted fantastic, apparently, and gave us a little boost to saving throws. I believe a D4 for an hour. And we then continued to eat dinner and chat about everything that's going on with the Archangels and Fia, and we got to listen to Q's spiral for about an hour and a half.
Hey,
about
he was
the
playing catch-up.
situation. Yes, that's what I mean. Spiral. And we just had to sit there and stare like, good job, buddy, you're doing it. Because if we said anything, he would figure out that we have Ajna. And we don't trust him with that information yet. That is our child. That's our baby. We'll kill again for Ajna. We've done it before, we'll do it again. We inevitably made the plan that really one of the only ways we're gonna start tracking down Ajna, other than waiting for Laura, one of Semri's
You mean Fia?
night owl.
You said
No.
track down Ajna.
I'll track down Laura, Fia, yeah. Other than waiting for Laura to get back to Semri, was to go back down to Vyra's Hollow and to ask some drug addicts, because that always ends well, guys. I mean, it kind of works out. Pact already had a fight this night, so we had to go down there anyway, so might as well kill two birds with one stone. I'm looking at you, Rook. Jesus Christ, hold on. I tag in Joe.
I don't know what's happening.
All I heard was, like, after the end of after us going down into the hollow, all I heard was I tag in Joe. I didn't hear anything else before that.
I can tag in if needed, if you would like, Joe.
All I really have that would help is Semri and Copper infiltrated the Blackwash to pick up some of the locked up dust, and then when we went to the hollow to try to look for buyers, Pact had his fight. If there's anything else I'm missing, then please go ahead, CJ.
I think that's it.
That is pretty apt unless you want to go into the finer details of events surrounding that fight, but it is not required.
Sorry, I'm trying to...
what happened?
Valen is
I have an update from Bun.
At the end of my sentence, what happened is that there was a loud thudding noise to my right from the kitchen. I look up, and Oates is jumping up on the counter that we put that water cooler on top of.
Uh-huh.
And almost knocked it over.
Mm-hmm.
And then got inside of it. And then couldn't get down.
You got inside of it?
Yeah.
What a dumb idiot.
So I just put him up.
Great.
Now I have to go pee.
Live updates on the scene from one flustered Bun regarding cat crimes.
The only thing I got for the fight with Valen, yeah, well, he had a tough, he was a tough opponent there, and honestly speaking, like, I'd fight him again and again there, and yeah, I mean, he was tough, yeah.
Okay. The only thing that was left out that I feel is worth mentioning is during following Pact's fight with Valen, it was deduced by your group that one of the other members of the fight pit, Tursus, had been poisoned by Pact's next opponent, Gromage, who Tursus was healed, cured by your party's cleric, Laith. and you guys made nice. Should one say. But otherwise, pretty apt summary of everything that happened last session and to an extent the session before that. So, Joe and Bun, go ahead and take your points of inspiration. CG, I know you spoke up, but I don't know if you... I don't want this to come across as mean. I don't know if you contributed?
No, please, I did not.
Okay. You said it, not me. So, with
I
that...
look like how to swear.
With that, we return back as you guys are, the rest of the party is currently engaging in that event as well as watching Pax fight. Simmery, you and Q have taken to the streets a little bit. You're looking for information. Q, prior to now, informed you of an individual that he knows, a guy that he gets a little bit of information from. One that is a bit of a junkhead, and thus being why you guys were required to get a little bit of dust to pass along to this individual before you guys met up with him. He had you pass him the dust, and he told you that he would be back in a few moments. He has been gone roughly about 10 minutes. As you are kind of hanging around, you're kind of hanging around one of the busier streets of Vyra's Hollow. Go ahead and just make me a perception check.
I could do that. It's funny you think Summary would hang around for 10 minutes, but okay.
Hey, he told you to hang around.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna listen. Oh, I forgot Advantage was on. That's a 5, though.
That's a 5 on a natural 1.
I did hit perception. Why'd the glow go away?
I don't know. Oh, the glow, because it's on advantage, so it's taking the 21.
Oh. 21. I wish.
You are not super used to not being mobile down here in Vyra's Hollow. Q telling you to hang around has kind of got you on a bit of edge, and you honestly can't help yourself but to dip away for a moment, kind of disregarding the immediate surroundings. You dip away for a few minutes, kind of ducking into one of the other alleys, until you eventually see Q come back out of the alley he disappeared into, and he's with his little cigarette still dangling in his mouth, which is mostly burnt away. He's kind of looking around for you, and you see him kind of like throw his hands up a little bit.
Like, God damn it.
Don't fucking listen.
You never let your Summary off leash. He doesn't know this yet, but he'll learn.
You can either make yourself known to him, or if you want to sneak up on him, you're welcome to do so.
No, we're doing a thing.
Do
I'm
it.
not gonna
Do it.
scare him. No!
Aww.
No, punk, stop being my demons! It really depends on how much he's looking around.
I mean, he's like actively looking for you, like...
But yeah, he would notice Simbri coming over.
Okay. He'll kind of meet you halfway, and he'll kind of like do like the hover hand and kind of start like guiding you down the street along with him, kind of like nodding up the way. And the two of you kind of like, don't stop, keep moving. The two of you keep going, and he, as you guys are walking, goes, "All right, that went over pretty smoothly. I've got where we're going next." So a little bit of ways away, a little bit of a walk, but nothing too bad.
Uh-huh. And are you going to share that information, or am I going to have to stand on the sidelines again?
Let's just say I know a guy who owes me a favor, a guy who's one of the higher-ups down here. And I don't mean like those poor saps up there. I don't mean physically. And he nods up to what is essentially the centerpiece of Vyra's Hollow, the dismantled, ramshackled parts of that flagship that sits down here. One of the bigger things, one of the most evident things about it is that you see one of the large masts with crow's nest attached and everything still is attached to the part of the ship that's left over and is jutting out diagonally at maybe like a 50-degree angle, and it goes out far. And you can see alongside the bow of the ship, whatever the fucking term would be, that you can see, you see the ship's name, the Crow's Flight. And I'll give you that. The Crow's Flight. Actually, I'll put this in Wurmst.
Thank you, Joey. It's the bow. Or the bow. Fuck. Bow?
Bow.
It's bow. It's spelled the exact same because English is weird.
Yeah, true.
In the Wurmst channel.
Donation.
Go ahead
Oh, cool.
and as the Crow's Flight is sort of your center of attention at the moment, go ahead and make me a history check. Given your your shady disposition, maybe not disposition, your shady dealings, go ahead and make this check with me with advantage.
Okay. I know the alphabet. I know where H is. Okay. Wow, that did nothing. That's a 9.
That's okay.
And honestly, I am gonna. Okay, never mind.
It's not a high check. It's not a very high check.
Yeah, but is it above a 10?
It would be above a 10.
And this feels like something Zimri would know, so I am just gonna use that inspiration I just got, because
Okay.
why not?
Okay.
I want to get full up again. Better! 15.
There you go. So, the centerpiece of what is lovingly referred to as the Hollow is the defunct flagship by the name of the Crow's Flight. It is the centerpiece of Vyra's Hollow, as previously mentioned. It is also well known to be where the matriarch, Lady Vyra, commands most of her operations down here in the Hollow. Another note, the flagship, the Crow's Flight, most refer to it as the Nest. This is in reference to the bodies that are normally hung from the crow's nest. A bit of a sign of warning to those who would betray or otherwise do harm to the Hollow. And you can see as you're looking up what look to be about 3 different individuals of different gender and species hung from different parts of this mass that's jutting out at that 50-degree angle.
Mm-hmm. So 3 people got caught this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say this needs an insight per se, but Q does notice Emery get a little tense.
You good?
Yeah, just never thought I'd have to walk into that place.
Oh, don't worry. We're fucking not. This way. And he's going to
good.
nod, and you two are going to bow out and duck into one of the alleys.
Instant relaxation. Oh, thank God.
You guys walk on for probably roughly about 10 minutes, 10 more minutes. And you eventually come up to what otherwise seems like a otherwise unassuming collection of hovels and other ramshackled buildings. But you do hear there's a bit more of distinct ruckus coming from the inside. Not like fights breaking out, but it sounds like this is probably like a bar or a place of entertainment of some sort. As you hear music, you hear the garbled voices of drunken bar goers, and Q kind of stops you, kind of like puts his hand up before you guys hit the door, and he goes, "All right, before we go in, this guy owes me a favor. Gave him some info about a snitch under his employ, someone slipping info to the Black Watch. But don't be mistaken, this is the fucking Lion's Den. Don't fuck around, don't ask questions, don't even speak unless spoken to. This guy ain't no archangel, but he's just as ruthless. He'll throw you in the bay if you so much as look at him wrong."
I get it. But thank you for the warning.
All right, let's go. And he's going to kind of nonchalantly, as chill as he can, go on in. Are you right behind him?
Yes. Also, her hood is up.
Mm-hmm. As the two of you dip on in, he kind of keeps his head low a little bit. And it is like, when you walk in here, this is going to be an odd comparison. Have you ever seen the SpongeBob movie?
Yes.
The first one? The fucking, the
Hasselhoff,
big, the sunken
the best
ship.
one?
Yeah, the sunken ship that has all the fucking, like, ragtag bad dudes in there. The not salty spittoon.
Yeah.
Any bubble blowing babies will be beaten on sight.
Outside.
Yep. It is pretty much identical to that as you walk into this place. This is a bad place to be, and this place is full of people who are just looking for an excuse to fucking start swinging on someone. The bartender, as you guys kind of approach this, much like the building itself, this very ramshackled, kind of put-together bar. Based on the design, you get the idea that this bar was something that could be broken down easily in the event that it needed to be moved.
Mm-hmm.
But behind the bar is this actually quite rather tall, like, wide, like a fucking bull level of dwarf.
Simri's already so small!
Yeah. He is a big dude. He's clearly not full dwarf. You get the impression he's part Goliath because he's got a little bit of like this almost like rigidness to the texture of his skin.
Mm-hmm.
But Q kind of nonchalantly goes up to the bar. You're kind of right there behind him. And he kind of leans up and he passes what appears to be a small sack of gold to the bartender. He goes, "Here to see Gigi." The bartender looks around, looks to the right, looks to the left, grabs the coin purse that Q has slid to him, and then, without saying a word, he nods over to a door near the back where, when you look over there, you see what appears to be another similarly built dwarf sat at a table or at a lone chair right up there next to the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Q, without wasting a fucking moment, kind of like gives you a tap on the arm and does like a head nod and begins to head for the door. You still following?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Simri's paying attention. She's following.
The two of you, as you're approaching the door, the dwarf who is sat there by the door, having seen that interaction, he actually stands up and he grabs the handle of the door and he opens it just as you two get up to him. And he opens and allows you both entry. As the two of you slip in, there is a firm poof as the door shuts with a bit of intensity behind you. And then you hear the distinct sound of as the door is locked behind you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll never fucking get used to that. Okay. All right. And you see he kind of like starts like hyping himself up. He starts like slapping his cheeks a little bit and stuff. He kind of like does a little jump in place, kind of like get the blood going.
Sibri just kind of looks at him like, well, it might be my lack of understanding of the seriousness of who we're dealing with. Are you always this nervous, or is this new?
Always this nervous, yes, but it's not usually this visible. Only this bad when I deal with folks who I feel like would kill me on a whim.
Understood. Okay.
The two of you are stood in this like short wooden hallway. It is fucking bare in here. There is no windows, no decorations, no rug. It is wood walls, wood ceiling, wood floor, not a damn thing otherwise. It is barren.
Yeah.
It goes on about 10, 15 feet maybe, and there is another similarly built door to the one you just entered. Q goes up to it, and you see he goes to knock, and then he pauses, and he kind of like grips his hand a bit, takes a deep breath, and you hear from inside, "Come in."
Oh. Are we dealing? Above game? Am I dealing with the equivalent of the shadow broker here? Is that what's happening right now?
You'll find out. Simri, you see this door open as Q opens it and pushes it open with a shoulder, and you see sat at this. In the midst of this very large, very extravagantly built room, complete fucking contrast from everything else you've seen thus far, glass casings filled with jewels and, jewels and jewelry and fancy books. You see multiple bookshelves filled with books that look like they could belong in museums. You see, like, the head of what appears to be, like, an owlbear mounted on the back wall. But in the midst of this, sat behind this huge U-shaped desk, is the fattest fucking tabaxi you have ever seen in your goddamn life.
Big Papa!
He's back.
As the two of you enter, and an individual who is known to the group, but not necessarily this party, this huge, size large creature, if not bigger, tabaxi known as Paulo, looks at you and goes, true, my favorite letter. Paulo, is that a new caller? To which Paulo goes, no. Right. Well, as the two of you start kind of like making your way in, the door shuts behind you. And Paulo, as Q is kind of in the midst of this little bit of a slip up, he goes, let's do away with the pleasantries, Q. Little rat told me you're no longer on the Angel's payroll. Yeah? Who told you that? Didn't catch the name. Was too busy picking my teeth with his bones. And Simri, as this conversation is going down, between nearly every word, his eyes dart to you and, like, scan you. In this almost, like, crazed fashion. Like as if, like, how do I describe this? Almost like schizophrenic in a way.
Okay.
That's morbid, but not untrue. Yeah, came out on the bad end of a deal with Draxus, a sort of lose-lose situation, you know. Simri, it's when he says this that you feel a presence kind of cross behind you. It's at that moment that you realize that neither you nor Q are the ones who shut the door behind you. As you kind of glance over your shoulder, and you see now stood up against the door, arms crossed, a katana sheathed at their side, is this individual.
Oh, fuck!
Decked out in what appears to be a sort of long black coat and a cloak on top of it, but underneath you can see that there is some firmness of some sort of denser armor underneath. And then the most notable part of this is the black horned helmet. It appears to be made out of, just at an initial glance, black iron. Paulo kind of coming off of what Q said, a sort of a lose-lose situation, you know. Paulo goes,
I'm familiar with the concept, yes. Ah, but where are my manners? You've brought a friend, and a lovely one at that. Your name, Miss...
And Q kind of turns to you, kind of like gives you a bit of a nudge, juts his head over to Paulo.
Simri just barely tracking her vision back over to Paulo because she did not notice that person in the room, and
No, you
Concern.
sure didn't.
Simri,
Ceremony.
And you see he very physically licks his fucking lips and jowls.
Simri holding back to urge to hiss.
You, it has been so very long, and you seem to have quite lovely friends. Jet, why don't you take our friend Q to see the matriarch? I know that she would love an opportunity to catch up.
And you see Q immediately straighten up and is like, matriarch? No, I don't think that's necessary.
I insist. This would give myself and Miss Simri a chance to speak in private.
And Simri, you see that this black-clad figure behind you, who has been referred to as Jet, begins to start moving up towards Q. Q starts kind of nervously, and he looks at you.
Q, just go with him, I'm fine.
As you begin to say that, the enforcer who's coming up behind Q, like, manhandles him, grabs him, and, like, pulls him away.
No, my twink!
Come on, rat. And as Q is being actively shoved out of this room, he goes, Zimri! Zimri! As he's shoved once more. What do you do?
I mean, we're still connected in the brain space, so... Just walks a little closer to Paulo's desk.
Do you say anything to him anything else to him in the brain space?
She just goes, I'll keep you updated. Do your best not to get yourself killed, and I'll do the same.
There's a bit of a moment, and then you hear, fuck. Hate this fucking guy. Roger, Capitan.
Pizza.
You can tell he is not amused.
Stressed. No. My twink, no!
Paulo, as he hit one of his right hand, his huge right arm, as it comes undone from the chair, and there is almost like an unraveling of the appendages underneath the multitudes of layers of skin and muscle as it gestures to the chair in front of you.
Sit down.
Everybody's just gonna look at the chair for a second. Look at Jet, look at Paulo. Look at the chair again.
Jet and Q are gone at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
right, they're outside. Just look at Paulo, look at the chair for a second. She's not actively moving her head, just her eyes. Just her paranoia, making sure the chair is a chair.
Make an investigation check.
That is, in fact, a chair.
In fact, make me an investigation check. Make me an insight check.
Oogie. Oh my god. Nope, that's another one. Gone. Done. Sabrine, just based on her interactions, well, her Q's reactions here, knows she'd rather be safe. That's fuck you, roll 20. That is 13 though, which is higher than a 4 or an 8. So.
And then I need investigation.
Alright. She's kinda... Oh, 2 13s, that's cool. Just kinda runs her fingers along it as she goes to sit down.
The investigation check here kind of takes precedence as you get the idea that it is, in fact, just the chair. And Paulo, as he sees you sort of inspecting it, goes,
Thanks,
It's
Joe.
all right. I don't bite.
and you see he shines the big old pearly whites, and it's... Damn, this boy's teeth gives Bulk a run for his money.
Yeah.
But you get the impression with your insight check that he is being honest. He does not at this moment seek to hurt you. You haven't given him reason yet.
He doesn't want to eat me yet. Or at least
Not yet.
more than he already probably does. I'm mostly fur, I promise. But yeah, Sabri will eventually sit down.
As you... Pretty much the moment butt hit seat, Paulo raises that hand up and snaps, and you see what appear to be two spectral hands appear behind him. One, and they both go over to what appears to be a liquor cabinet on the side. And they start rifling through trays and glasses and bottles.
Thirsty.
Sabri goes to say no, because she normally wouldn't drink.
Mm-hmm.
But then just nods, feeling like it would be a little rude if she didn't.
He nods in response, and the hands bring over a tray with what appears to be about halfway empty or halfway full, depending on the way you look at it, bottle of what appears to be a very fine dwarven whiskey. The two hands bring the tray over and set it down between the two. One hand lifts one glass to you. The other lifts a glass to Paulo. Notably, your glass has ice in it. His does not.
Not a fan of ice, or just your preference with this specific drink?
I prefer my drinks warm.
Above game. Fucking freak. He likes more milkies. Cat. Cat.
Now the next thing is notable.
Before we continue,
Go ahead.
I would like to point out what J Frost said in the chat, which we're getting around to with the big fat pussy. In parentheses, cat, but
He's back. One of the most beloved NPCs from Campaign 1 that had an appearance for one episode.
Hey, he had build-up. He did have build-up.
He did.
yeah, look how large that man is. Of course he had build up.
Yeah. He's been
Quiet.
building up a long time.
Also, a really fun boss fight.
It was a really fun boss
Thank
fight.
you. I'm so glad y'all thought so. But notably, the hands then take the bottle, they pop the cork, and they pour your glass first before it comes over to Paulo and pours his. After it pours his glass, he reaches over and he plucks what is probably more apt to like a milk gallon for the average person. That is the size of his glass, essentially, and lifts it up and
Hell yeah.
takes a sip from it.
Simri will do the same.
You hear there's a rumble reminiscent of thunder, which it occurs to you it is in fact a purr as he sips from this whiskey.
Big kitty. Sorry, Bulk. You have been replaced for biggest kitty in the group.
He sets the glass back down.
You carry interesting company, Lady Simri. Tell me,
Feel
what
like
do
that's
No, go ahead.
feel like that's just how you survive here on Blackwatch.
you... Just so. What do you know of your friend Q, Lady Simri?
Simri's gonna grab her cup again. Just kind of like look at it. Well, for one, the term friend is rather generous.
Acquaintance, then. It's all the same here in Blackwall, and the Hollow for that matter.
Hey, Frost!
Friends, transactions, associates.
I will say we're just at the tip of the iceberg.
Do go on.
Simri's thinking. she's trying to determine everything that she has to avoid telling this man because obviously she doesn't trust him yet.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he's gonna insight you while you're thinking.
Yeah, because she's also like,
That is a natural 20.
it's also like, I could tell him about the hand thing and how that happened and how we found him. But also going through her head, very obviously, he probably already knows most of what happened and how Q wound up here in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
She's clearly considering whether a half-truth or the full truth here is the better ploy. And how to get into his good graces, because Simri at this point knows what she's facing. So...
As he sees that you're in contemplation, he'll actually kind of stop you short.
Don't worry, it is not that deep of a question, but I can provide a bit of an answer of my own. That boy, Q, boy, he's trouble. More so, he's a traitor. Before he was an archangel, he was one of the matriarch's personal informants. Joined up when he was 14, and yet, once Straxus's spice trade took off, he was more than happy to jump ship. He betrayed the matriarch's kindness.
And you can get the essence that with each spoken word, there is more and more... Not venom, but...
Loaded
He's
history.
upset.
Yeah, he's upset.
He's ambitious and talented, but the Hollow doesn't forget. If I were to have my way, I'd string him up by his entrails from the nest, But the matriarch has always had a soft spot for him. I think she sees a sort of son she's never had in him. I wager she had a hand in much of what he has learned.
Simi's just been nodding. She's taking in this information.
Yeah, you're learning.
Currently.
Let your friend keep.
She's learning.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll go, huh. That does make sense of why he has so many connections down here. I mean, other than obviously working with the Archangels at some point, but it was suspicious. Yeah, yeah, thank you, CG.
If
Not to say that I trusted the man that worked with the Archangels, the people that have been trying to snipe me from my current job for about the time I've been here, but
If Q brought you to me, I'd wager that you are looking for information. He likely told you about me owing him a favor. He did, in fact, pass some information my way about a sneak in my ranks. The Black Watch informant, however, was in fact on his trail. He gave me that info to save his own skin, not for the good of the Hollow.
And you see he leans forward a little bit, and you hear the near screaming of a creak in the chair he sat in as he leans forward.
Take a friendly piece of advice from me. Stay away from him. Don't let his charm fool you. He's just as likely to shake your hand as he is to cut your throat in your sleep. Given the chance, he will leave you for dead. Do well to remember that. But enough about Q. Let's talk about what you need. You see, I like to be informed. I like making friends, especially when those friends happen to be night owls.
there is no reaction from Simri at all.
Consider this first one free of charge. All I ask is that you keep your new friend Paulo in your thoughts. What do you say?
Hold on. He said what exactly? My brain typing.
He said the first one, in quotes, is free of charge, just that you keep your new friend Paulo in your thoughts. Essentially,
Yeah.
hey, let's not make
Okay.
this our one and only arrangement. Smile.
Simri will kind of lean back in her chair, clearly pretending to think on the deal for a second, like, that's a hard one. I find myself coming down here more often than I personally prefer, but having a good connection as of you would probably be to my benefit. And possibly detriment if I decide to do something stupid, but
It's good to know that you see the way things work around here, Lady Simri.
I might be young, I'm not stupid. Fine.
Excellent. To what do I owe this visit?
And you see, like, at the moment that this deal is struck, he seems to almost relax in a way as he kind of begins to lean back in the chair once more. He dangles the glass in his hand and kind of begins to swirl the fluid within.
I am trying to think of words to put together. I'm looking for a pink-haired woman. Not a lot of those around, so I'm sure you can figure out which one I'm talking about.
Seems like this girl has grown quite popular. So you've come...
Not the first time? Not the first time you're hearing of her?
So you've come seeking a rat. I have heard many whispers of the girl you speak of. She moves like a ghost, disappearing and reappearing both in and above the hollow. I know why I hunt her. I know why the archangels hunt her. But I ask you, why do you hunt her?
And you see he's sat the glass back down on the desk, and he has now like brought his hands together and has kind of steepled them.
Probably for a lot of the reasons most of these people are tracking her, it's rather personal. And that's not a lie.
No, it's not.
The Archangels made it personal.
Correct.
Traxxas himself made it personal, honestly.
Smile.
Bad blood, then. Well,
Yeah.
between you and I am remiss that I have failed to find this girl within the sea-stained boards of the Hollow. I suspect that she has taken refuge elsewhere, but I've been unable to gauge as to where. Fear not, though. I know of a place to begin.
And you see as he reaches down and he opens up a drawer on the desk and he pulls out a hexagonal silver coin and he plants it down on the table and slides it over to you with two of his large clawed fingers. And as it stops and he pulls his hand back, you see that on the surface that is, pointing up from the desk, there's a symbol of a cat paw.
Kitty paw.
Kitty paw, your beans.
Man, Simri is gathering insignias like they're Pokemon right now.
Go
You-
to the...
Go ahead.
You got the Polo Gym badge.
Yay!
Yippee!
Go.
It only took sacrificing Q. Go ahead.
Go to the crow's flight. Tell them that today's catch smells wonderful.
Simri will grab the coin and will nod. It's like, understood. She is efficient, doesn't want to waste his time, but also doesn't want to spend much more time in here than she needs to.
Not by yourself.
Not even just not by herself. Her social battery is running out.
Yeah. The longer
She's
you
been
spend
socializing all day.
the longer you spend with this man, the more his gaze has this carnal hunger behind it. Like he at any moment could just turn on a dime and decide to actually eat you.
Yeah.
Genuinely, factually, actually eat you.
Mm-hmm. Simri doesn't like this. Understandably so.
You take the coin.
She will finish her drink before she leaves, though.
Ah, the girl.
Thank you for the information. We'll probably be seeing me sooner. rather than later.
I look forward to it, Lady Simri.
Oh, and if you talk to Q before I get back or before I see him next, let him know that I have a hand up.
A hand what?
A hand up on him.
Oh, I do like you.
You get there's an actual sense of amusement he has.
Yippee!
You have entertained him thoroughly.
Good, that was the point.
But otherwise, do you take your leave?
Yes.
Okay. As you turn your back and you make your way out, you head back out into the bar area. No sign of Q, no sign of the enforcer. You make your way
Well, I know where
outside.
they went. So. I do know where they went, but as I make my way outside, Simri would wait till she's outside of the bar so she can be as aware as possible before informing, I think, Copper, Pact, I guess Q was the last one. I can't remember who I had in the raid space. I think it was those three. No, it was not Copper. It was Leith, Pact, and Q. Of which has happened. Just bullet point, she spark notes them as she's making her way to the Crow's Flight, and of course informs them that she's making her way to the Crow's Flight and the significance of that area while they're probably still in the middle of Pact's fight, I would imagine.
By this point, based on how we ended the last session, you will want to go and rejoin them first.
Okay.
But then you can always go to the Crow's Flight after.
Yeah. So Simri will go meet up with the rest of the group first.
Okay. How long does your connection last again from when you initially did it?
An hour.
Okay. As you
But I
send out
started
that...
it right as we got down to Vyra's Hollow.
Yeah.
So.
As you kind of send that message out to the rest of your group, Q responds to you and goes, "Yeah, that's great. I'm coming up on the flight now. Wish me luck." What? With that?
There is no response from Simri.
After a few moments, you hear him
Is
go,
this thing on?
"Wow, is this thing on? You guys?"
Hello?
Am I muted? Oh, fuck, I'm muted.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm muted. Sorry guys, I was muted.
I think I got kicked from the call, guys. I think I got disconnected.
Are we good? Oh, I joined the wrong call. That's what happened.
Joined the wrong
I've done that one before.
Discord channel.
Yeah. Simri does eventually reply, "Got it. I'm meeting up with the others right now. Just keep me informed."
Oh, cool, yeah. Great. Just under his breath. Great, cool.
Cool, fuck. No, don't come save me. I'm fine.
Simri.
Also, yeah, CG. Yeah, remember when I was handsome and sexy, right? Yes. Please say yes.
Remember me as I was. Sexy, cool, charming, handsome,
Definitely not
sexy
an idiot.
again.
Remember that time that I looked focused and locked in? Let's just, have that as my forever image.
Yeah. Look, he locked in before he died. It was important.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nut.
Simri, you return back to the fight pits where the rest of your group has been. And things are winding down following the fights. Pact, you have been through a bit of a time, but enough time has passed to where I will go ahead and give you the benefit of a short rest if you wish to take it.
Yeah.
But this does mean that around this time that you reconnect with the group, Simri, that connection, as it was only an hour, will go down. But as the collection of you reconvene, you guys noticed, notably, that Simmery, much like she informed you guys, is without Q.
Where's the idiot?
I knew someone was gonna say it. Currently on a path straight to the Crow's Flight to apparently talk with the matriarch, so. Which is where I'm headed next.
I see. And you'll notice that he's got like a couple of bumps and scrapes and maybe a bruise or two, but overall he looks pretty half decent.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him she's got a rat in the fight pit.
That does beg the question. I don't think the matriarch is the one to inform about that information.
No,
above him.
That'd be a matter for the either the bookie or the head of the fight pit, should you guys wish to speak with him. Smile.
Bulk, that would either be the bookie or the other dude whose name I've forgotten. Not the matriarch. She wouldn't need to be bothered by stuff like this.
Grot Rock, the pitmaster.
Grot Rock, yeah, Grot Lobster.
Rock Lobster.
Hey,
He just crosses his arms and huffs.
something to share next time that we are down here.
Really low, CG.
Oh, sorry. How about this? Am I good?
Better.
Yeah,
Okay.
better.
I think
It's
my
just
mic
with
was
your-
away.
Yeah, just with your copper voice. I have hiccups.
Yeah, it's really low, so yeah, appreciate it.
We can inform the pitmaster later, but it sounds like we have to worry about picking up our underworld contact, as it were.
We could just tell him on the way out.
If you think it's not going to be a big or long deal, then by all means.
The pitmaster,
Yeah,
you guys
current-
would have to get into. You would have to get a meeting with, which,
Yeah.
if you guys remember, was actually offered you for a chance, or it was actually offered to you from when you guys initially had Pact step in for Gelman in the first round of the tournament. As based on your previous conversation, Ishkar Ogrim, the bookie, has a bit of a familial connection with Grot Rock.
If time's of the essence, we could just inform the bookie and then head out.
The issue is I'm unsure how angry the matriarch will be at Q.
Hmm.
It's interesting history.
Oh, I'm all for some gossip.
Copper just slides into frame.
He just has a cup of tea, just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Ooh, do go on.
That's just a part of his pact with Agdu Bahan. Whenever there's rumors or secrets to be shared, he conjures a cup of tea in his hand.
Yeah.
Let's say the long and short of it is that he's has a lot more connections down here in Forest Hollow, way before he had any with archangels.
Oh. Interesting.
And it did not end on good terms.
Oh, then perhaps we should make haste before he makes it worse for himself.
It's entirely possible, yeah.
I have not known that man very long, but he does seem to have a habit of making things worse for himself.
So, Bookie.
Yeah, just briefly. And yeah, Pact will head towards Grotrot.
Our Grat, right?
Well, Grotrock is the pit master. Ogrim is the
Yeah.
book.
Right, Ogrim. My
Ogrim.
apologies. I had them mixed up in my notes.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah, he'll just head towards Ogrim.
As he sees you approaching, he seems to be a bit more lively. He goes,
Ah, there's one of our fine champs thus far. What can I do for you, son? I think I gave you your winnings already, didn't I? Or at least
You
give them
did.
to your manager.
You did. I'm not here for that. Just making a motion for some sort of investigation over Gromosh.
On what grounds?
On the grounds of Tursus was spitting up bile and ichor after the fight. Our friend over there, and he'll actually kind of jet his head towards Lath, said that he was poisoned. Nothing really lethal, just something to give Gromosh the advantage.
And you got any evidence to this claim?
How's about a sink and shower full of just absolute yuck?
No, Joe.
"Oh,
Fine.
Robot Joe, no.
Yeah.
I do believe Discord is
Yeah,
having a crash."
Oh, yeah, you are late.
Wow.
Oh, no, the Discord's dying. Hold on.
Also,
Wow. Hello.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
How are we doing, gang?
I'm okay.
are we alive?
Discord, I
Yeah.
believe, just actually factually exploded.
Just for a little bit. It happens.
Okay. I thought that was something on my end, and then we started talking about it in the Discord, and I went, huh. Okay.
Huh.
Well, Discord issues aside. So, Pact, you
Just a
were
little
saying,
jump
I didn't catch much of what you said after, the
Thinking
request
shower.
for evidence. You mentioned the shower.
Yeah, he mentioned that there was a shower drain and sink filled with bile and absolute crap. Just kind of lingering still in the shower.
Son, look at where you're at. That is, well, dare I say, that is something that happens nearly every night. Unless you got any more direct evidence to this claim you're making, it's out of my hands.
I don't have any physical evidence with me, no. I know what I saw, and Lath knew the effects that happened to him. So I guess I have another mission in a couple of days.
Look, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying awfully convenient making this claim right before you're about to go into a fight with this individual that you're claiming poisoned another member of another fighter.
A fighter
Kinda
who's
see where
known
I'm
for
coming
dirty
from.
tactics, but okay.
Thank you for saying what Simri was thinking.
Look, give me some evidence. I'll go to the pitmaster myself and do something about it. But until that time, I suggest you get ready for your fight with him on
2 days from now.
26th.
Yes, but I just mean like day of the week.
Name for the day of
okay.
the week.
Yeah.
All right, fine, and I'll prove it too.
I'm rooting for you, kid.
Oh,
Uh,
Bella.
After he says
Is
that,
she-
Pact will just kind of leave with the rest of the group.
I believe Bella just woke up.
Yes, I did hear that, but I just had to let Bella out of the room because, of course, she came out and she was like, "What year is it? Let me out! Let me out, white man!
Who are you? White boy.
Let me out here, white boy!"
Simri will just look at Pact as he begins to walk away. And I am gonna use my last psionic die. Oh god. Here comes again. It's 2 hours. Let's go. We can only go up from here.
Yippee.
Back to what it was before. Pact, Leaf, Q. Actually, I'm gonna switch Leaf for Copper. sorry, Leaf.
Mhm,
So, Copper, Q, Pact. The hard C sounds in the group, apparently.
mhm.
And we'll just go say to Pact, look, if you can get me close, I can probably see if he has any poisons or shit on him. But that'll be for later.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do it when we come back here in a couple of days. All I gotta do is just find some sort of antitoxin to take beforehand. Nothing really too serious.
We still have plenty of those.
Yes, indeed.
Not for any particular reason or anything. We weren't,
No, never.
to the crow's flight.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty, gang.
Surprisingly, Simri has a lack of urgency making her way here.
Mm-hmm. Simri,
It's not a leisure walk per se, but she's certainly not walking as fast as she usually would.
mm-hmm. Remaining inconspicuous, but moving with purpose.
Hmm.
As you're kind of thinking back on the events of what happened with Q and your conversation with Paulo, you recall the name that Paulo addressed the enforcer as, Jet. Simri, go ahead and make me a history check.
I will do that.
I'm trying to determine if you have advantage or not. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, I'll take free advantage any day. He said, "Him story, please be kind to me."
Please.
Well, it's about to happen, chat. Shit. No, I'm gonna save my 2. Boy.
You feel like you've heard the name before, but you can't quite place it. But you know it is a name that is known to Vyra's Hollow.
Simri's kind of distracted right now.
Yeah.
There.
But you guys continue to move up along the streets, begin to make your way toward the center place of Vyra's Hollow, the flagship known as the Crow's Flight. Simri, you are a bit relieved to look up there and not see a 4th body hanging from the nest.
That'd be real quick, though, TBH.
It would be real quick. Not impossible, though. But then, as you guys continue to walk, you begin to take notice of some of the things that's going on around you. More specifically, that the streets are empty.
Oh, that's not good.
Not a
Happy
single-
Simri's fun way to calm herself is spinning a dagger between her fingers.
Let me actually change my music. Let's go with this one. As you all become painfully aware that you are in fact alone along the street. There is not a person. There's no beggar on the street begging for coin, you actually notice a spot where one may have been sat, where a can filled with random bits of coin has actually been left unattended. You see the abandoned stalls and hovels. Those of you who would have higher passive perception will notice a number of these buildings have windows and doors locked, lights cut out, windows that have been blocked. The highest passive perception would be the person who would notice this first. This would be Lath, who your eyes, just shortly before the rest of the group, shoot up as alongside, on top of one of these buildings, you notice what appears to be it looks like a cat. What would otherwise be an unassuming cat, except for the fact that it appears to be made completely out of fire.
Oh, cool.
Lath, you noticing this, your attention is drawn to it, and it causes the rest of the party to be drawn to it as you all notice this funny friend kind of curled up on one of the buildings near you, on one of the rooftops.
Iggy.
I would like everyone to go ahead and make me an Arcana or Nature check.
Ooh.
Arcana or Nature, both real bad for me. Yippee.
6.
10.
7.
Oh, I forgot to take off advantage. Didn't fucking matter. Oh my god.
Wow.
And Jesus.
I'm just gonna... Oh no!
Not one. Nature.
You know what? That one makes sense.
Bulk, that's a weird fucking cat. Oh god, who set that cat on fire? Hey, Ma!
These people are heathens! They set that poor cat on fire!
Copper and Solomon, those the two of you who got the highest. You are not familiar with an Ember Cat specifically, but this appears to be what is either likely some sort of small elemental or perhaps a familiar of some sort. But Copper, you have a familiar of your own. Your familiar doesn't just casually set itself on fire. As its head kind of lifts up and it notices the group of you down on the ground. And you see that its eyes sort of flare a little bit. And you guys see the torches that line the buildings and alleyways around you. They too flare in response to this. And you guys begin to see as the flames, almost like becoming sentient, begin to form hands and legs, reaching out, grabbing at their surroundings, and you see forms beginning to pull themselves out from the fire. The fire itself, like it is an actual physical thing holding them, or that they are part of it. And as these small, almost goblinoid figures begin to fall and scuttle out from the torches and sconces around you, Copper, these look very, very familiar to you in that they are, to put it simply, they too are mephits.
Oh.
But unlike your mephit, these ones are seemingly made out of flame and almost like bubbling, not tar, but like magma. And as you guys begin to draw your weapons, as these creatures begin to let out scuttles and laughs and like crackles. They begin to form a perimeter around you. And my friends, I'm gonna need everyone to go ahead and roll me initiative.
Combat!
Finally, we're back, baby!
Is just confused and wants to save the cat.
Poor Bulk doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Ember Cat is on the wrong layer. Give me a moment.
Ooh.
That 20, baby.
Let's go, Pact.
7.
Damn!
Let's go,
So
Lee.
a
2 nat 20s.
Ooh, 17.
I'll take it.
11.
14.
Alrighty. Let me make sure I've got everyone on here. Excellent. Okay.
Just remember that I actually have one more of those, because the first one I don't use. Keeping track of mine stuff.
Give me a moment.
If you guys hear screaming in the background, don't worry about it. I'm definitely not killing somebody. Fucking warehouse district.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and...
Where is my battle music?
I'm getting it!
This is me asking myself, not you, don't worry.
Oh, of course. Let's see. Let's go with this one today. I may have just started up a new Darkest Dungeon playthrough because Darkest Dungeon 2 just went on sale for super cheap, and I want to actually fully beat Darkest Dungeon 1 before I play it.
Yeah.
But that is neither here nor there. I need to go ahead and roll initiative for the methods. What is your initiative modifier, my friends? Ooh. Well, that is I have made 2 rolls today, and they have been natural 20s.
Wow, good for you.
Great for me, not so great for y'all. Alrighty. Laith, what
We
is
do have 2
your
natural-
dex modifier?
1.
1? Okay. Then I am going to need to do a roll-off with you. Go ahead and just roll me a flat d20, and I will do the same. I'll roll mine on the table as well. Ooh, that's hard to
19.
beat. Oh my god, did you see? It toyed with that
So
20.
close.
That would have been fucking insane if the 3 rolls I made on and off the table tonight had been natural 20s. That'd be fucking insane. Okay. Understood. So, Laith, you will be going before them. And I want to take a moment to, before we... Fucking gnat on my screen. Before we begin this combat, I want to go ahead and kind of refresh you all with a bit of a combat mechanic that we didn't really mess with too much. We messed with it a little bit in campaign 1, but I kind of want to just take a moment to introduce it in the event that you guys find it necessary, and that is escaping combat. Should you guys wish to, you can make an attempt to escape combat. During that, everyone makes a survival check, but doing so, this would be under a group decision. Everyone would make a survival check, and whoever makes it at that time, whoever's turn it is when you guys make this decision, that player's turn ends after they roll their survival check. Now, what happens is that once that attempt to escape is called, everyone will pass their turn and roll their survival check to see if you guys can escape. Alongside making these rolls, any current effects such as rage and spell concentration, they are not suspended and are subject to their standard durations. So something to note there. But the average of the combined rolls will be calculated from your rolled survival checks. If your average is equal to or higher than the combined total challenge rating of current remaining enemies, you guys escape. Now, a number of circumstances can affect this check, being additional allies on your side or the enemy side, enemy HP percentage, etc. A lot of rules, but I have for y'all, I will put this in. I will actually put this in the in-game channel. So, just have this as reference for y'all. And this is not me giving y'all the nudge of, hey, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. This was actually meant to be a bit of a different style combat where I was going to reintroduce y'all to this mechanic again. But certain circumstances were not met, so I don't need to worry about that. So, with that, for reference for y'all,
Thank you.
just to have it for later, or if you guys seek to invoke it now, you can invoke it in any combat, provided that, reasonably you can escape it. Smile. But otherwise, we go to the top. We start combat with Pact. Pact. You'll notice that there are a number of enemies on this map who have little upwards pointing arrows. Those enemies are either in flight or they are on the roofs of the buildings around you. In this current moment, each one of those is roughly about 10 to 15 feet up, varying for the heights of the buildings. But those who do not have those arrows are on ground level with y'all.
Okay. 4, 5.
Okay. Like, this is probably gonna sound obvious, but do they seem like they're like openly hostile or something like that?
Make me an insight check.
25.
This feels like a pack of wolves has just come across its prey. You get the impression that there is hostile intent.
Okay. Throwing a dart towards the one up to the north then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Trying to see if they do the resistant. 12.
A 12 hits.
Oh. 7 piercing.
Okay. You throw at the dart, and the dart goes through the fire method. Part of its form dissipates, and you see it reacts as if it takes damage. It still keeps standing, and you see as some of that, as part of it dissipates, it begins to form over, but it doesn't seem to be... It's not like it's regenerating. It's like it's making up for what it's lost. If that makes sense.
So not resistant to it, just seems to be healing in a way then?
It is taking what's left of its form to make up for what it just lost. It's actively not shrinking, but actively using what's left of the body to keep its full capabilities.
Gotcha. Okay. Second attack. Gonna throw
It's
another
diminishing,
dart at it.
if you will.
Yeah. But not wanting to leave the group being surrounded by a gaggle of goobers. Just gonna throw another one.
At the same one?
Same one.
Okay. 25 hits. Roll your damage.
25 for a total of 7 again.
Okay. Perfect. Excellent. As you throw another dart at it, and the first time it took it in the shoulder, this time it kind of takes it down by where if you're looking at it, what would be its right kidney. And both of those, it begins to take what form it has left to make up for what it's just lost, and it's actively getting smaller. It's losing its size and mass as it now becomes a size small creature.
He's so tiny.
Pact will kind of like look towards the group.
Oops.
And kind of say, keep in the circle, just focus fire on one. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Actually, bonus action, patient defense.
Okay, patient defense.
And then that'll be turn.
Trying to find patient defense. Perfect. All right, that brings us to Leif. Mephits are on deck.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 6 of us. However...
Ooh!
Yummy.
Okay. Busting out the 3rd levels. Liking it. I'm going to throw up the spell description for me. So, 15 feet.
River, do you know how to do radiuses in Roll20? On your own
think
token?
I learned...
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Sometimes we can't see them for some reason, because Roll20 is silly, so...
Big.
15 feet for, yeah.
15 feet, and it's also cardinal direction, no diagonals, because diagonals make it bigger.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I threw up an aura already, but only myself and Leif can see it.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you. There we
Now
go.
everyone can able to see that. Okay, so... let's see. The creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn or starts its turn there, makes a wisdom save. Excellent. So they don't take anything now, but they will here in just a moment when it starts their turn. Humor me. What form does your spirit guardians take? What do they look like?
I think last time you said it was like a bunch of dolphins and sea creatures jumping in and out of like waves of water.
I don't remember using spirit guardians. I used my,
Oh, that was your, channel divinity.
Yeah. However, I like the idea of it being like koi fish.
Yeah, I kind of, not to invoke the name of Genshin in this place, but I kind of picture like a Saganomiya.
How dare he?
I know. Who has like the spectral fish swimming all around.
So,
I like this.
Oh,
It's the iridescent flutterfin from Infinity Nikki.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
better one. I like it.
humor me.
Humoring.
I'm humoring.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So that is your action. Like you still have movement, you still have a bonus action.
Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Can I get more if I'm there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Either way, it's gonna be 5, so I'll just stay there.
Okay.
No, I think that is my turn.
Okay.
There's someone lighting off fucking firecrackers.
Oh, cool. Kill them.
Kill them.
All right. So, as we come to your turn, this guy I'm gonna say is safe from the spirit guardians. These 4, though, so the 2 here on the ground and the 2 up on the roof, I am going to have them roll their saves. So it is a wisdom saving throw. What is your DC? Because I know it's not 13.
My DC says 14.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. What's your wisdom modifier?
3.
That seems low. Hold on. I'm gonna check.
I
this
mean,
out.
if you want to look at, I don't know what's, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just gonna peek at your sheet real quick because that sounds low to me.
You're just gonna take a peekers real quick.
Shit, no, I guess it would be 14.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. 3 plus 3 from 8. Yeah.
We're only-
14. Okay.
You're only level 5, so.
I need to keep reminding myself that I'm doing this versus the level 17 party on for
Yeah.
Death to Zariel, who have like DC 25s, AC 31s.
Hi.
But I'm gonna get another D20 out.
So what you're saying is that I traumatized you.
No.
Not yet.
Nothing can traumatize me anymore. Alright.
Challenge accepted.
They don't have any bonuses to this. So... Jesus Christ, there's another natural 20 in there. Well, the natural 20 passes. The other 3 do not. So roll me your 3d8. And this is radiant, I take it.
Yes.
Excellent. So the one that will pass this will be this one here, the third one.
It rolled with the spell.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, rolled with the spell.
So
it did 17.
17. As your spirit guardians comes up, and it almost actively starts like putting out the fires that make up these creatures as they begin to diminish in size. Hold on.
Bringing a water gun to a firefight. Who would have known that would be effective?
As even the one that passed, they all become size small creatures.
No.
But
Tiny.
otherwise they do still continue on. They are all still up, but they are all pretty well diminished following that. Let's see. I need to just refresh myself on something real fast.
Reno.
What? What'd you say, Bob?
Chat.
Oh,
Barbarino.
Oh, hi, Bob. Welcome on
Hi,
in,
Bob.
Maelstrom.
Ah!
I was very
I'm-
confused.
Bob Furno.
I like saying his
Roberto.
name like it's a threat. Barbarino.
Okay.
Goldberg.
They
like
are
Roberto, personally.
they are all going to use their reactions to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, cool.
Lath, I need you to make me 4 deck saves.
Love that. Do you want me to just go till I fail?
No, I need.
roll
There are
all 4.
4 separate instances of damage, so I need them.
Oh.
Can I
Uh-oh.
at least use one of? I'll use one of my inspirations on
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, do it.
Roll 20.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay.
The 15 does pass. So let me do that one first because the one you pass will be half damage. So, okay. So on the one you pass, that is 4 down to 2 fire damage. And then, is this enough? Hold on. I need to make sure I'm doing my counting right. Yes. So otherwise, with the 3 failures, that was a 3. I'm not going to cheat. I accidentally rolled the dice, but I saw that it was a 3 originally.
Yeah, no cheating.
You are going to take a collective 20 fire damage from the 3 failures, and I need 4
Spicy.
4 concentration checks, all DC 10.
So con checks.
Yes, Constitution saving throws.
Constitution.
Okay, it's 1 pass. Pass. Pass.
Oh
No!
Okay.
no! Well, it did its job.
It did. On that last one, Spirit Guardians will go down. But
Well, it lasted.
yeah, you put out
Don't
some
worry.
numbers on them.
You did
Yeah,
a lot
put out
more
some
than you
numbers.
did.
You had
Yeah.
19 health left.
Nimbus.
Doing numbers. Sorry, bud. That's rough.
They are going to
But thank you for
move
your
forward.
sacrifice.
One is going to come up on Solomon. One's going to come up on Copper. One's going to come
No
up
more tweaks!
on you. One's going to come up on Pact. And these 2 are going to descend. They are still in flight, so I'm going to leave the arrows there. But they are still within y'all's reach, should you decide
Okay.
to swing on them. So that is 4 claw attacks, 1 against each of you. So we'll start counterclockwise. So Pact first. Pact, this is disadvantage because you have patient defense. Bringing that to a resounding 11.
That'll miss there, Chief.
Next one on Lath. That is a 15, which I believe misses Lath.
Mm-hmm.
Next on
Yippee.
Solomon. That's not doing great on the claw attacks. That is a 5 to
Good.
Solomon. Then last
That's a
one
what?
on Copper. That's a natural
5.
20 on Copper.
No, Copper!
Hooray!
Copper, you're
Your
going to
wizard
take...
AC has saved you, CG.
Yeah.
Nope, J Frost.
Copper, you are going to take a whopping 7 damage, 4 slashing, 3 fire.
Noted. Ouch!
Owie.
And then there are a few more. This one is also going to come up on Pact. This one's going to come up here next to Pact, but it's going to attack Bulk. This one's also going to go for Bulk. This one's coming at Simmery. This one's coming at Simmery. This one's coming at Copper. This one's coming at Copper as well. They're surrounding you!
Oh no.
So again, any of the ones that still have the arrows are still in flight, but because they had to be in range to attack you, they are in range.
Yep.
So this time we'll go clockwise. So 2 on Pact, both with disadvantage. First is a definiteness. Second, that what would have been a hit on with a 19 on the die to a 2 on the die.
Patient defense.
Yes, patient defense is very good. So then
They're being patient.
Oh, I'm sorry. The second one was meant to be on Bulk. So I did already roll it.
Probably-
All right, we'll just say it was
Probably
at
still
Pact.
would have missed.
Yeah. I'll still say it was a Pact as I've already rolled it. Which means Bulk gets 1 attack on him. Bulk, that is... God. They are doing so poor on these claw attacks. That's fine. 2 on Simmery. I've had, like, maybe 2 of these roll above double digits. I'm not gonna... And one of those was that natural 20 on Copper.
I mean, we've been rolling kind of like garbage on
That
our end too, so
too.
it's just kind of the day.
Yeah. That's another miss on Simmery. And then the last 2 on Copper. That's a 15 to hit Copper.
That does hit.
Yeah.
Here, roll the other one. That's 17 on the other. That will hit you as well.
Everyone but me.
Eat up.
So on the first.
He's small. Get him.
Oh, I just realized I didn't even roll the double dice for your crit, Copper. You're gonna take an additional 3 damage from the crit.
Uh-huh.
Second hit is a whopping max damage for 9. And then the last is 4. Again, broken up into slashing in fire, if that matters, but I don't think it does for you.
So what's the total then?
So did you already take the 3 from the crit?
Yes.
So that'd be 13.
All right, I'm under half health.
Let's go! And that will be their turn. That brings us to initiative 20. And then that brings us to Copper.
Okay.
Solomon is on
So
deck.
these guys are swarming us right
Yes.
now, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm about to do something that is either going to kill me or save us all.
Ooh! I love it.
Okay. So I would like to know something above game.
Uh-huh.
How much does Copper know about methods?
Arcana or history check, or even nature, if that is your choice, with advantage. The only reason I'm making you roll the check is... Damn.
He got hit a lot just now.
You did.
Yeah.
You're kind of besides yourself at this moment. You're getting a little rocked. Your thoughts are not thoughting at this moment.
All right. In that case, I am going to attempt this, and I'll probably do a lot of damage to me, but
Uh-huh.
I am going to look at all of these as I'm being surrounded. It's swarmed. Everyone is fending off. Copper's just going to go away. And I am going to cast Wind Wall.
Ooh.
Okay, so the 2 important things about this spell.
Uh-huh.
First of all, it does damage.
Uh-huh.
And I can carve it up in such a line so that it hits all of them, but not me.
Okay.
Like
Or
wildfire.
anyone else, really. However, the really interesting part is that 1, lightweight material flies upwards, and 2, small or smaller flying creatures or objects cannot pass through the wall.
Uh-huh.
I want to see if it forces these small methods up.
Okay. Okay. Can you draw the wall for me?
You should honestly be able to get everybody but us. Just create like a
I was
square
about to
around
say,
the
you should be
group.
able to just make a perimeter around you, correct?
It's 50 foot long.
Should be.
Yeah, 15 foot high and 1 foot thick.
Yeah, especially if you cut the corners.
How do you hold and drag
click.
a line? Left click?
Right click.
Right.
Hold on, don't worry, I actually got this. So that is safe zone. Oh, fuck. Where'd you go?
So
He
it'd
did
be
not,
like
in fact,
that.
have this.
Alright. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Pretty
Perfect.
simple
A
there.
diamond.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the inner square, you guys are safe, but otherwise the outer, those who are in the wall will be affected. So when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Let's do that first. Roll me 4d8. I'm going to have you just roll 1 for all of them. 1 instance of damage.
14. Not great.
Okay.
pretty
not
good.
great. However, it does make a difference, as some, even if they pass, can't survive it.
Okay.
Being this one, this one, this one, this one.
All the small guys.
The small ones, except it does matter for the last one.
Okay.
So I am going to roll 7 dex saves.
Yummy.
Your DC is 16.
It is, yes.
I'm gonna roll this on the table, frankly, because it's faster. So they have a +1 to their dex save. So they need to make a 15 or higher to be able to...
It is a strength save.
Oh god, that's right. So that is a -2. So they need a 18 or higher to pass. This should go well. That's 6. And then one more. There's one pass in there.
Hey, good on him.
So going clockwise. So fail, fail, fail. He is gone. Pass. Fail, fail, fail. So that is 14 damage to them. And then here's a real fun part.
Do they shrink and then get flung?
They shrink, and because they are small flying creatures, they then get flung.
That
Goodbye.
is amazing.
Yeah.
So, here's where this really matters. As this wall goes up, and it ensnares, envelops this collection of wind methods that are descending upon you guys. They all are rocked by this wall, and they are all sent straight up. How high does the wall go? 15 feet high?
15 feet high.
Yeah.
And you watch as the ones that perished, you see as they, like fireworks, boom, 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 boom. The 5 that perish actively explode in bouts of flame. And because they were small creatures and were forced up out of it, you guys are unaffected by their death burst.
Yippee! Thank you, Copper.
Copper with the clutch one-turn play.
That is, I believe, the most effective I've ever seen a wind wall.
Yeah.
Windwall
Oh,
is
yeah.
Windwall is like Featherfall, horrifically niche, but when you need it, you need it.
Yeah.
Now,
Very good.
with that, those who survived, which is the rest of them, they are also sent upwards. They are now above the wind wall. They are, because the wall is 15 feet up, they are roughly 20 feet up now. This is something to calculate, something to make note of when calculating your ranges going forward. But that was...
CG, say it into the mic.
No, because I was stealing the joke. The person who said the joke should say it into the mic.
You're right. River, say it into the mic.
Say the line, River!
Anyway, here's Winterwall.
Well done, well done. That was River's joke. I'm gonna give River inspiration for that one.
Please do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But, fantastic use of the wind wall spell. It is still your turn. You still have movement and bonus action should you choose to take it. And that is a concentration spell for 1 minute.
While this is true, I'm of the opinion that staying grouped like this is a bad idea, so I'm actually going to leave the wind wall. It's fun fact, you could just walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Seems they have a nasty surprise at the end. For try to avoid ending them in close proximity. And that's going to be his turn.
Alrighty. And that brings us to Solomon. Simri is on deck.
They are 20 feet up, correct?
Mhm.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I have a spell I would like to use, though it's gonna be weird as I'm aiming up instead of towards a direction normally.
Uh-huh.
I want to cast Rhymes Binding Ice
Okay.
and aim it up into the air. It is a 30-foot cone.
Oh, wait.
So-
Hold on. Before you do that, I did just realize they did have all the reactions.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is true.
Copper, I'm gonna need six deck saves from you, please.
I'm gonna just go ahead and put myself down.
Okay. Well,
I don't think 20 HP is gonna get me there.
here's the thing, Copper. Based on how this goes, depending on how many instances of damage you take, this may go way worse than you think it does.
Oh.
So go ahead and we'll do them one at a time.
It's
Oh,
a nat 1.
Okay. Failure.
Uh-oh.
So on the first one, that's 7.
An 18.
18 passes. You take 1.
Hmm.
2 down to 1. On the third,
oh.
Another nat 1.
that's 9.
I'm at 3.
Okay.
Buddy, why'd you move?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Goodbye, Copper. He's dead.
Well, hold on. You may survive. Number 4.
Well, wait. They're in the air right now, aren't they?
Hellish
is
Rebuke
Hellish
has a
Rebuke.
range of 60 feet.
Oh, Hellish Rebuke. I forgot about that. Yeah. As I'm
fuck.
looking at the spell myself.
Okay, that's a failure. This damage roll is very, very important because this copper could still be up. If not, Copper's about to have a very bad day. That is 5. Copper is down.
Uh-huh.
Windwall goes down. There are 2 more instances of damage behind this.
Yup.
Okay. So, by taking these points of damage from the other two Hellish Rebukes, you take 2 failed death saving throws.
Yup.
Copper is down. Copper is in flames. Copper is in a very bad way. Solomon, it is your turn. You wanted to cast Rhymes Binding Ice, or did you want to pivot?
If they're still up in the air, I can cast Rhymes Binding Ice. I just need to know, because they're 20 feet in the air, this cone is going to be more like a, what would you say, like a... It would be less of a cone, more of like, kind of like a circle, to kind of show what it's like 30 feet aiming upwards.
It would be, what's the range on it? Throw it up. Oh, wait, you did already.
30 feet.
30-foot cone.
Aiming up.
Hold on. I'm having to break out a cone calculator. Give me a moment. Okay. Based on the way this works and based on their range, you would still catch all of them, except maybe this guy.
Alright, because the only thing I could do is, like, just seeing what it would be like cone-wise. 30 feet. And I don't think this is accurate in the slightest.
No, it wouldn't. I'm gonna say you catch all of them with this.
Okay.
So,
I will have it, and they have to make a Constitution saving throw. DC is... Let's make sure. 16. I don't know why I'm
16?
saying 15. Yeah.
go ahead and roll the damage for me, because depending on what you roll, I may not need to.
Alrighty. That's 3d8. I'm assuming... 13. Cold
Okay.
damage.
I do need to roll. I am, once again, I'm going to roll this on the table just because it is faster. So that is 6 con saves. So this is +1 for them. Your DC is 15?
16.
16. So they need a 15 or higher to pass this.
There's a 19 in there.
2 of them
And a
do.
17.
The ones that don't, they, as this cone of ice goes upwards, it completely overwhelms their fiery forms and they freeze solid. The fire that would be within vanishes, and you have this like hollowed out method inside of an ice block that plops to the ground here. Hold on. Here. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. So this one passed. So he is actually hanging on by a thread. He's now. He's
This
now
is the one time
baby.
I wish that these things were vulnerable to fucking cold.
This one also passes. He is also now baby. And then shoot. Because of the way that they died, they don't explode when they hit the ground.
Yippee!
But there are still 2 of them left, and they are now baby-sized.
Why
Tiny.
can't you be vulnerable, you sons of bitches?
Yes, so
Too
your turn.
much fire.
Too much fire. Too spicy. Checking to see. I think that's basically it. Because the one thing, the effect that I've got for killing these things, I can't transfer it to anybody else.
Would it be a bonus action to put out fire on somebody, or is that an action?
Good question, actually.
Roll him in the dirt.
Let me see.
Roll him around.
Because there's actually a thing for this.
Smothered out rather than stomping on him.
Yeah.
I got it. Belly flops on him.
No!
No!
No,
Wait.
I'll get it in one go. I got it.
Oh, no!
It's the fucking...
So the way... Well, actually, hold on. So Hellish Rebuke just lights you on fire. It's a flavor thing that Copper is still on fire because he's taken so much damage. He is not actively actually burning.
Okay, cool. No persistent.
You don't have to
flame
worry
damage.
about
Gotcha.
putting him out. There is a
Aw.
thing that they have with their death burst, which is different in that you are lit on fire and you take damage at the start of your next turn. The Copper does not have that at this moment.
Yes.
Anything else, Solomon?
Nothing I can really say at this moment. So, yeah, that's all I can do at this current junction.
Okay. That brings us to Simmer.
No,
Bulk is on deck.
Copper likes potions. I would take my action to give him one of my minor healing
Your Ling potions.
healing potions.
Yeah.
Roll me 2d4.
Roll 20. There you go. 4.
4. Okay. Copper. You gain back 6 hit points as you are given a healing potion. You are pretty well burned from what just occurred. It would not be, I would be remiss to say that you do not have some sort of burn scar at this point. But
That's all you get.
Yeah.
but otherwise, you are back up. Your death saves reset.
Question, Dart.
Mhm.
Is Copper small enough for me to be able to grab during my bonus action disengage?
Copper, how
You
much
don't
do you
have
weigh?
to.
What?
I'm very light. I weigh something like 50 pounds.
Simmy,
Yeah.
what's your strength score?
I believe it is a 0 right now, or a plus. It's just a straight 0, yeah.
I would say you can, but you will have the you will have your speed halved. You'll be doing double movement with each step you move with him.
Then I will. Go ahead, TJ.
You said you're disengaging?
Either dashing or disengaging.
Well, just pointing out that you are not in combat with them. They're 20 feet in the air.
I know this is to move for something else,
Okay.
just to get Copper out of there too, of course. But
Yeah.
Simri wants to move anyways. If I were to bonus action dash, what is my speed? 60. There we go. Because I want to get on the roof to the cat.
Mm-hmm.
How high are these buildings?
Roughly 10 to 15 feet up.
Okay.
I'd say probably where that cat is, that one's probably about 15. And the
Okay.
one next to it, it's kind of hard to tell based on the way the camera is positioned. It's a little higher. That one's about 20 feet up.
Okay, yeah. It would just be... Simri would just go straight for this building. Bonus action dashing, grabbing Copper on the way.
Okay.
Scruffing him to get on the roof with her.
Alrighty. You are able to get up on the roof without issue.
Yes. This would probably also be another action to incite the cat, wouldn't it?
No, I'll say that that's your free action.
Okay, cool. I will look at this cat. Kitty. Come on, roll 20. Hey, 21!
This cat seems to be testing you. As its head kind of perks up seeing you approach, its tail starts to flick. This cat may start swinging on you if you continue getting in its space.
Simri will just end her turn there for now. She's in activation range.
More so, it seems displeased as to how quickly you guys have dispatched of its friends. With that, we go to Bulk. Uh-oh.
Oh, I barely know what to do, but are you okay? The cat.
Are you climbing up, or are you still down there on ground level?
He'll say that like as he's climbing up,
Okay.
but he's not gonna like get in the face because he doesn't
You're
like
kind
people
of like
getting in his
hanging
face.
off the edge, kind of pulling yourself up to peek your head over.
Are you okay?
Bulk, make me a charisma check.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Alright, Bulk.
19.
Bulk,
Okay.
you say this, and this cat goes, "Meow, meow,"
Yeah, I'm okay.
and it actually,
Fred?
I can't trill, unfortunately, like a cat, but it actually gets up, and it comes up to you, and it starts rubbing its face on you.
Oh.
And this would be really sweet, except the cat is actively on fire. You are going to take...
Oh my goodness, kitty friend. Hello, cat.
You are going to
Ow,
take...
ow.
You are going to take 4
Danger
points
kitty.
of fire damage.
Connection established, and it burns.
Ow, ow. He's gonna like try to pat it, kind of. I was like, is it? You don't seem to be in pain. Oh, good, you're okay. Ow, ow. Guess that's just natural. What a weird cat.
Make me. This will count as your action.
Uh-huh.
Make me an animal handling check with advantage. Because you got the successful charisma check.
I guess he's just on fire. Ow.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Let's go.
25?
yeah! That's where all the good rolls went.
This is a
Domesticate cat.
Crit over. Like, I'm here for it, but it's still so silly.
You
Cat
You
strikes
are
fever.
fighting really hard as you are able to bring your hand down across this cat's back. It allows you to pet it, and it seems to actively enjoy it. You are going to take another 4 fire damage. But here's the unintended side effect of that. I don't have to do my phase 2 of this fight.
Ah! Yes! I was right.
However, there are still 2 hostile methods. However, the cat is going to opt out of the rest of this fight.
Like, oh, good pets. Finally.
Good job, Bulk.
Good shit.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you,
genuinely.
Thank you. Thank you.
High five across the internet, punk.
What's up? Thank you.
Cat to
Nat
cat
20s
communication
fucking insane.
connected.
Of course Bulk aced this. He is one of them.
Yeah.
Weird cat.
Telepathy.
Ow, ow, ow. You're cute. Ow.
Oh.
Alright. But, Bulk, is that your turn?
Yeah.
We go back up to Pact. There are still
Make
2
sure
hostile
Copper's still
methods.
alive.
You seem uninterested in this cat's newfound friend.
All the cats are on the roof.
So
Hot tin roof. Sorry.
the methods are like, what, 20, 30 feet up?
They are 20 feet up because they got knocked up there from the wind wall.
Right, okay. Double checking range. Why don't I have this on here? Oh well. Throwing dart to the one near Summary.
Mm-hmm. 12 hits.
Hey, 12. Nice. And that's a 5.
Okay. as you throw the dart up and it pierces the creature and it explodes. Simmer, you are just within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Okay. Almost hit strength. It went a little further than I wanted it to. 26.
You pass. That's good. You are going to take... You're going to take 6 half to 3 now, and you are not set on fire.
Halved again for resistance.
Ooh. Yes. So
I am
down
a
to
tiefling.
1. Barely a singe.
Somebody like notices her cloak is on fire. Oh fuck.
It all goes back to 1. Second attack. Is there like a bit of like loose debris around?
I'm gonna crush him.
Like a rock or a fucking little or like some wood or something like that. I don't want to use or collect all my darts.
Yeah, you can just scoop up... I'll have you still roll the dart attack, but you're able to just scoop up a rock from the ground. There's plenty to go around.
Okay. I mean, cause yeah, this as well as improvised weapons would have been the exact same fucking roll. 15. For 6.
Okay. That one, too. And it goes out.
Act just clocks 2 methods in the face.
Just chucking random shit at them at this point.
Eh.
Unless there's more, that's gonna have to be turned.
Yes. And with that, being the being the end of the fire methods and having calmed the Ember Cat, that's the end of combat, gang.
That is the most efficient combat we've had thus far.
Go.
That's true.
Good. Like, great efforts on all accounts. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, the Spirit Guardians, the Wind Wall, the fucking the darts, the binding ice. I mean, genuinely, like, everybody had a good turn there. That was great. All right,
Why am I the only one suffering from success?
Bitch!
I was
That
about to
seems
say,
to
Lath
be-
also got it pretty
Fuck.
bad.
Yeah.
That seems to be Copper's thing.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry. Like, respect to Lath. Lath did not almost instantly die on their turn.
I actually got real fucking close.
Did you have 2 death saves?
Oh, thankfully not.
Like,
Did last
fuck.
time.
So,
It got bruised real hard.
so
Copper almost died.
Full
First time.
transparency. That cat was going to summon a fire elemental at these if it had gotten involved in that fight, or if you guys had defeated the
Tapped it.
methods without calming it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if Copper hadn't gone down, my turn would have been, I'm gonna pet the cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is why I did the insight.
Good shit.
Also, CG's just accusatory. Did you roll 2 death saves?
First time, CG. Don't worry, it gets easier after this.
Poor
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
For some
Thank
of
you,
you who
River,
might
for
be
that.
curious, I just threw in a new set of rules in the in-game channel for death saves on repeated knockdowns.
What?
Noted.
Smile.
Huh.
Smile. Something
Honestly-
to take into account going forward. Smile.
High risk, high reward combat.
Will you pin that?
We're
I
really
can-
good at that in this
Okay, thank you.
group.
As Copper could very well have gone down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I moved him. Well, I healed him and then I moved him. No, my third twink! God damn it! The world doesn't
Oh, I
want
forgot to
Simri to have
include
twinks.
and an additional +2. Smile.
The world is trying to take my twinks from me.
Yes. But with that, as we come to the end of our combat with the Ember Cat being calmed, that is a wonderful spot for us to take our bio break because we have not taken one yet, and I gotta piss.
I'm gonna take good
I
dinner.
gotta piss like a fire hose.
Yes.
All right, chat.
Abscond.
While
Go.
we are away for a bit, let me pause the recording. YouTube will be right back. Hello, friends. Welcome on back.
I'm having a good time.
You're fine, Copper. Pat, pat.
Having a good time.
On his new scar. Ow.
Yeah. As we... Hold on, this is not the song I want. I want... Where is it? Wimst. I want...
Who?
Is this the one I want? That's the one I want. As we get back into things, Bulk, you have quelled this beast, it would seem, as the cat seems more and more open to your touch and your interaction than the rest of the group. Perhaps there's a sense of kinship that is currently being experienced between you and this Ember Cat.
Excuse you.
Hey.
Shit.
You're right. You right. You know what, Bud? You run the rest of the game. How about that? No,
We
go
win,
ahead.
everyone goes home. Rook dies in his sleep. Sorry.
You assume he
We're all-
sleeps.
We're all level
True.
20.
Rook chokes on a chicken bone and dies there.
You assume he eats.
Damn it! He chokes on his own spit and dies
You
there.
assume he
Dies!
He dies! If he dies, he dies!
Continue. Sorry.
But, Simri, you, with things seemingly having been settled, you now look down at Copper, who you have sort of set down on the roof, or if you were to jump down, you kind of set him down. Copper is definitely going to have some long-term burns. If he may have a little bit of scarring after, but otherwise he, for the most part, seems okay.
Sibri just looks at him and goes, well, I hope your wife likes scars when we find her.
Takes a deep in breath. I don't know that about her, honestly.
I don't
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
know,
man.
actually.
I'm going to say, based on what I do know about her, that her and Fire don't get along.
Oh. That was an above game. Oh.
As you all kind
Copper.
of...
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
As you all kind of begin to reconvene once more, you all drop down back to the ground level. You guys see as Bulk, gritting his teeth,
Holding the cat, just
comes down with the cat gracefully climbing across his broad shoulders, and it to the rest of you, it
Simri's trying so hard right now to stay not thoroughly distracted by cute cat. Kitty.
If Lace didn't have 19 HP left, he'd absolutely be petting the cat.
I know. Can I make a persuasion check so I can pet the cat? Actually.
Animal handling.
Animal dig. Oh boy. Okay, 17. Was almost real bad.
It's not quite as open with you as it is with Bulk. It does jump a little bit as your hand comes to it, but it will
Like
allow
when you pet Bella.
Yeah, it will allow you to pet it. You are going to take 4 fire damage as
Reduced to 2.
as it rubs up against your hand, and it is definitely hot. It definitely burns, but it's not the worst you've ever felt. You can thank
Simri
your
just
tiefling
quietly
heritage for that.
Simri just quietly goes to herself. Worth it.
Worth it.
She backs away.
As you back away, would be the point where the cat would jump down from your shoulders, Bulk, and you little sigh of relief. You are going to take one more instance of damage, Bulk.
Works for him.
You are going
This isn't from the fire. This is from the claws, because no cats can
yeah,
jump off
yeah,
shoulders
actually
without
unrelated to
cutting
the
into you.
burning. I mean, you try trimming that cat's fucking claws. Shit.
Yeah, no.
Some would say it's like an average nail cutting experience for cat owners. Hey.
I don't know. Goob's okay. Kimchi's mad though. She hates me when I do it.
You are going to take one more instance of 2 fire damage, Bulk.
Ow.
This would be a good moment if you guys sought to recuperate a little bit, perhaps some healing spells or some potions, should you guys wish. But there is now a cat before you. I will also, in this moment, as you guys are debating on how you want to do your healing, I will let anyone who wants to, again, make either Arcana or Nature check on this cat.
Did Arcana last time? I'm gonna do Nature this time.
I'm gonna do the
Go!
opposite.
Do nature again.
Dirty 20!
I have a 10.
I'm gonna
16.
do it on Arcana.
5.
Oh, let's go, Leaf!
Ooh, there you go.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's see.
Wait, what's going on now? I
For
got a dirty 20, yippee!
Yippee! For Pact and Bulk, definitely not a natural forming cat. Bulk, you're also relieved that you have determined that this is just what it is and is not, in fact, a cat that someone has set on fire.
Oh, phew.
You are extremely relieved, as a matter of fact. But, going up from there, Solomon and Copper, you guys are able to determine that this is probably some sort of familiar. It's most certainly magical. It could be either some form of elemental or a familiar of sorts, which means that it's likely been conjured by someone. You're kind of beginning to piece together what it is. Simri and Lath, the two of you are able to identify this creature properly. This is an ember cat. This is a kind of hopping off of what Copper and Solomon deduce. This is a version of a small elemental. Not something you would normally see in the material plane, but here it is before you. Ember cats are, you could say, not offspring, almost like fletchlings of what are otherwise much bigger flaming lions. Imagine a Pokemon. Imagine a Growlithe. Now imagine an Arcanine.
Solgaleo, even.
Yeah, you could say that.
I was gonna say Litten, but okay.
No, they stay on
could
all 4 paws.
That's true. The Ember Cats are essentially detachments that have become sentient of these much larger beings. And you are currently very thankful that it is this and nothing more. Now, in addition, typically alongside the the note that there aren't necessarily very often, they aren't naturally appearing in the material plane. They can be summoned through arcane means. Kind of like with what Copper and Solomon had put together as familiars or something more.
Simri's gonna look at this thing and then look at the rest of the group. It's just a hunch, but I would assume this is Vyra's familiar, maybe?
Simri, it's so funny that you mentioned that. Make me a history check. I'm gonna give you advantage.
I'm scared!
As well.
Okay! Better, 17!
It is pretty well known that this Ember Cat is a companion to the matriarch.
Update from God, I was correct. This is, in fact, the matriarch's companion. Yeah, it says her name, her address, her...
She's got a microchip.
Yeah, she's microchipped.
Who's got the scanner?
Yeah, and when was the last time she was vaccinated, you know?
So if it belongs to Vyra, perhaps we leave it alone.
Or it can keep us safe while we make our way through here to talk to her.
As it begins to meow, and it most notably looks up at you, Bulk, as it's like trying to get your attention.
Where are we going?
And it looks up the road towards the crow's flight, and it begins to run. It goes about 20 feet, it stops, and it looks back at your group, and it sees if you guys follow. To which I ask you, do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I do one thing before we leave?
Yes.
There was that little can of like someone who was begging for change earlier.
Oh.
I thought Simri was gonna do this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm dropping
No,
a
she was
gold
on high
coin.
alert.
Oh,
Aww.
that's cute.
No, Simri would have taken it. Copper is a better person than Simri.
Copper, you drop.
coin.
What? How much are you giving to the
A gold
scan?
piece.
A gold piece. As you drop the singular gold into the can of somebody who has yet to return, you get the sense that you've done your good deed for the day. You get a point of inspiration.
Hooray!
Yippee.
Yippee! Everyone
However,
stacks up
Simri
to,
was-
to pop coins into
I know,
this
right?
can for inspiration.
wait. Simri, however, was third.
God, wait!
Take my money!
I need the blessing of Debella!
But I will follow the cat along with everyone else.
Okay. You all begin to follow the cat, and as it does, some of you will begin to notice, those of you who are probably a bit further in the back of the quote-unquote marching order, you'll notice that as your group begins to clear out of this area with the cat, life seems to start returning to this zone that you have left. People slowly start
Understandable.
peering out of their homes. Doors start opening. Windows start being... curtains start moving. Lights start coming back on. Life returns. Life finds a way.
Good.
I hope they think we're cool.
Smile. But as you guys continue on forward, this cat runs in like intervals of roughly 20 to 30 feet before it stops and turns like it's waiting for you guys. It is very clearly, the longer you go, the more you are realizing that it is very much guiding you. It is taking you somewhere. It's not just, oh, me cat, you follow. It is like, hey, we're going over here, guys.
It brings us to its food bowl. There's a whole...
I was just about to type that, Bun. How fucking dare you?
It brings you to an empty bowl and starts going, meow!
the funny thing is, the fucking bowl is still full.
Yeah, you shuffle the food bowl. It's like, oh shit, there's food.
You need to garnish it.
Oh god.
Kind of trailing on that, Bun put some imaginary ketchup on Nugget's food yesterday. It was very cute.
Oh yeah, I was making hot dogs and I put the cap back on and pretended to squirt some in his food, and he started eating because he saw me put it on my hot dogs.
Yeah. He went, oh yeah.
It's very cute.
I love that dog. But regardless, as you guys are continuing to follow this cat, everyone go ahead and make me survival checks.
What?
25.
14.
Take your sweet time, why don't you?
Yeah, roll 20 is struggling tonight a little bit.
Give it a bit.
There it is.
Oh, there's
Oh,
one.
22.
Hey,
Bulk.
Yes, Bulk is the only person I need.
13.
Oh.
Lath, Copper, and Simri. You guys, the longer you go, Copper and Lath, you pick up on this pretty quick. Simri, it takes you a little bit. You guys continue as you move along. The three of you really begin to hone in on the fact this cat is very much guiding you to the crow's flight. Simri, as you make this realization, this makes sense in a way, as that was your destination anyway. And given that this cat has some sort of connection to the matriarch, it's only fitting that it seems to be taking you to her.
I think at that point, Simri would switch places with whoever is in front.
Okay. I would say Bulk would probably be the one in front, as Bulk was the one who befriended the cat.
Probably stand beside Bulk.
It is pretty amusing, though, as you guys are walking through the streets, you guys seeing this otherwise, aside from the fact that it's on fire, this otherwise assuming cat running up along streets into crowds of people, and then, like, parting the fucking Red Sea, like, everyone just, like, fucking standing off to the side, like, oh shit.
Buck! Buck! Like, I wouldn't want to catch on fire either, okay?
People ducking into alleyways, going into their homes, like, not just getting out of the way, getting out of sight. Making themselves otherwise completely unknown to this cat.
Valid.
Eventually, and it's a bit of a walk, you guys eventually make your way up to the center point, the mass structure of the crow's flight here in the center of Vyra's Hollow. The cat, as you guys are coming up on it, hops up on a number of low, like, scaffoldings and rooftops, and eventually makes its way all the way up near the top of the structure where the captain's quarters would be, and eventually finds its way into a window. It looks back down at you, seeing you still on its tail, and it goes inside, otherwise out of sight. You guys have to unfortunately take the more roundabout way and actually go towards what is considered the main entrance to this place, which is more or less just a carved out opening in the ship.
Yes.
As you guys make your way to what is the sort of cobbled together main entrance to this structure, you see there is like almost like an open courtyard prior to the structure. Almost kind of like if you were going to like a fancy restaurant, you know how they have like that like big like outdoor seating area? It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Or if you're even in like Times Square, honestly. But you see it's filled with people. There are tables everywhere with people sitting and like chatting, going about their days. But there are a pretty significant presence of Vyra's guards in quote, guards being a loose term, guard detail down here, her enforcers. And a number of them take notice of you guys as you begin to approach more and more to the main structure. As you guys approach proper, out front there appears to be, stood right next to the door, there appears to be 3 enforcers. The one who's out a bit further than the other 2 appears to be a white dragonborn individual. He's pretty lean for the most part. He's not overly muscular, but you see he is still fitting into what is otherwise some tight-fitting leather armor. He's got like a green, not like scarf, but like almost like cowl tied around his neck, and it drapes down on one side. You can see he's got his right hand down, kind of grazing the handle of what appears to be a saber or a scimitar at his side. And seeing your group approach, he kind of holds his hand up as you are coming closer and closer. The 2 behind him, kind of flanking him, one is a red tiefling, not to be confused with your friend Q. Completely different from your friend Q, might I add. Q, a bit more slender and well-defined is the term I will use. This guy is rugged and large and almost kind of brutish in a way. The other, though, appears to be a gnomish individual who, again, very different from the large tiefling that he has stood beside, but the 2 kind of take a step forward, kind of flanking the white dragonborn, who, again, seeing you guys come up. You got business with the matriarch? Otherwise, clear out.
Bok just puts both his hands up, because I assume he was in front of just, the cat brought us.
The cat? And you see his eyes and actually go over to Simri.
No, the on fire one. And he just holds out his palms, which I assume have like the fur on them, like kind of singed and are like a little red.
You see burnt paw prints in Bulk's fur across his shoulders.
About this big, red, flaming.
I know what the cat looks like.
Oh.
Simri just steps forward and shows the dude the coin that she got from Paulo. Was sent here by a friend. Oh, hold on. My brain just remembered something.
The catch smells good today.
Also, yeah, and just that today's catch smells wonderful.
Yeah, I heard that they just pulled a new set of catfish from the bay. And I heard that there's some inside. Why don't you all go ahead and go on in? I want everyone here to go ahead and make me history checks.
Nice, Bulk!
19.
At 20?
I love that
History.
Bulk's natural 20 comes into a history check revolving around food.
Wait, you're right.
23.
Oh, fish? Oh, shit.
Oddly enough, the only person who doesn't get this is Copper.
Huh.
Laith,
He's currently
you didn't
in pain.
initially know this, but you found out about it during your your investigations and your kind of exploring about town, learning more about Blackwall. There are no catfish in the bay. just something you all, aside from Copper, kind of make a note of as the Dragonborn kind of stands aside. He will put his hand out for the coin, though.
Yes, Simri will give my collection.
Your collection. No, your shinies.
The collection's no longer complete.
He will take the coin from you, Simri, and he will kind of stand out of the way, but he will actually guide you forward. He is leading you.
Lots of guides tonight.
Yes, a lot of leading.
A lot of leafing, too.
Yes! Good one.
Yes!
Good one. He walks forward, and the collection of you follow. You go deep into the structure. And you are, before you know it, you are combing up staircases, and you are bumping shoulders with, to say finer folk is not a apt term, but where a lot of the population here in Vyra's Hollow are rough and rugged, this, when you get in here, it's like high society. You're seeing nobles, you're seeing a lot more enforcers, you are hearing pleasant songs and the smell of fine wine and champagne. This is the finer society here as you enter the interior of the Crow's Flight. That is primarily the lower floors, where as you go up, you begin to see more of the operations, where the noble society that you were seeing before is almost completely replaced with enforcers, just droves and droves of them. Some going over inventory, some discussing shift changes. You get the impression that you are not supposed to be here, but otherwise, you carry forward, you are being led. This
Can I
is...
say except? Oh no. Nothing. I was just making a joke.
As you continue on, and you make your way to the highest level of the Crow's Flight, what would be captain's quarters. It is where before Simri, the hallway to Paulo's office was barren, very, very barren. This actually empties out onto the top of the ship, the deck, if you will.
Oh.
And there's a bit of like an outdoor, almost like courtyard just before the captain's quarters, where it's very calm. There's a lot of sights and quiet lights. And you see what appeared to be another set of guards up here. As you can imagine, these are probably a few of her more elite detail.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, coming forward, you see what, rather than a door, appears to be almost like a curtain. And inside, you hear the sounds of conversation and laughter.
Above game, squint. In game, Simri does nothing but continue forward if they're alive.
As you guys continue forward, eventually, as you get roughly about 15 feet away from what is the sort of rudimentary entrance, the white dragonborn stops, and he kind of holds a hand up.
Let me first make sure the matriarch isn't busy. She had a guest come
through earlier and, well, and you hear another sound of raucous laughter, female laughter most notably, emanate from the captain's quarters, and he goes, well, let's just say there are a few amusements being had.
Mm-hmm.
Wait here. And he continues on forward. And you guys see him a bit of ways away. He kind of toys with the curtain a little bit before he kind of seemingly collects himself and moves inward. What's everyone's passive perception, real quick for me?
14.
21.
12.
17.
15.
Pact and Lath. The two of you, as the curtain kind of gives way, you see sat on what is otherwise a very, very nice, like, not leather, but almost like pleather couch, is a familiar red tiefling that you guys have been adventuring with for the past few hours. One who was previously brought here. One who seems to currently be tied and bound almost like a fucking sleeping bag strewn about this couch.
Other than, being strung up, how's he looking?
He is looking physically okay. You actually see that there's a bit of joy and amusement behind his eyes. You also see what appears to be a black-clad enforcer. The one above game, the one that was with Paulo earlier, stood above him, actively pouring what appears to be like wine or alcohol over his head. Almost like some sort of rudimentary waterboarding.
Every time this man separates from us, he somehow gets into a situation where he's tied up.
Listen, we
Being
keep...
waterboarded?
We are the wall that keeps his consequences at bay.
True.
As the two of you kind of make notice of this, and the curtain kind of goes back over, what do you guys do?
Pack would kind of nudge Summer and kind of like jut ahead towards where Q is.
Well, the curtain's closed now, so I can't see it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You're okay.
Mentally speaking, then he would relay what he saw.
That irritated swish to Sivri's tail is now just a little bit faster now.
It is this kind of weird moment where he seems like he's not being actively, like, accosted or assaulted, but you're not sure if this is necessarily a good circumstance he's currently in.
I mean, I would assume we just wait. Don't want to interrupt. True, CG, you're right.
He is not getting
This
his
is
fingernails
technically-
pulled, no.
It's technically better than the last time we found him bound and surrounded.
Yeah, he's
so
not bleeding.
his hand's not being cut off.
As the collection of you stand there for a few moments before eventually the white dragonborn comes back out. And you see that as he does, the alcohol that was being poured by the enforcer, it is pulled away. And you see Q does have like a sign of relief come over his person as this rainfall, in quotes, seems to have stopped for at least the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The White Dragonborn approaches your group once more and goes, "The matriarch will see you now. She does have other guests, so be mindful."
Yeah. Thanks, man. Simri's doing her best to stay polite, but it's very obvious she's quite irritated right now.
Mm-hmm. The collection of you walk forward, and just as you guys are are about to come into contact with this curtain, it's almost like the entrance to a tent, now that I'm actually thinking about it. Coming out from the other side is that black-clad, armored individual who the bottle of, now that you're looking at it, appears to be like rum. As he's coming out from the other side of the curtain, he holds it up for you all to enter, and you hear him simply go, "Mind yourselves. You're in the matriarch's domain now."
Gives
Noted.
a nod.
Me?
Go ahead, Punk.
No, he just said noted.
Can I make another history check on this person?
Yeah, I'll allow another one from you, Simri. Specifically from you.
This is at advantage, right?
Yes.
Or was it just straight? Okay. Better. 16.
You, having gotten another second look at this individual, you have a bit more of recollection as to who this is. You didn't recognize the name Jet, but you do recognize the sword he carries. That blade, that black katana, is something of no small amount of infamy here in Vyra's Hollow. You now realize who this individual is. This is Jet, otherwise known as the Black Blade, who is, as far as legend goes, Vyra's, the matriarch's #1 enforcer.
Hmm.
And I have updated his handout.
Dankeschön.
As the collection of you move inward, this captain's quarters, it's homey, almost, in a way. This is somebody who has converted this place into not just their place of business, but their place of residence. There are string lights along the walls. There are flowers and actually active, like, almost fireflies scuttling around and floating. And there is, most notably, lined up along the table, being pet, is that ember cat you saw before. Now, this cat, as previously mentioned, is currently being embraced by what appears to be a tiefling woman of almost like lavender-colored skin. As she turns to you with bright, beaming red eyes and goes, "Ah, more guests. Welcome, friends. My name is Vyra Chiron, and I am the matriarch of Vyra's Hollow."
That's some great ass art.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the sword.
You guys being addressed by this woman, it is hard not to note that just about maybe 5 feet to your left, laid across the couch, bound and now seemingly gagged, is Q.
None of us are surprised at this.
Looks just as much at home as he does in a panic.
So normal is what you're saying.
Yeah, you could say that.
He's got that mix of fear and this is just normal, of like you upset an elder sibling and they're gonna get you back for it, or in the process of
you're inviting your friends over to your parents' house for the first time.
Yeah.
Vyra, with her hands kind of behind her on lining the table, the desk, she looks to you all and she kind of nods to Q. I see you're familiar with one of my underlings, Q. And it is as she's saying this that Bulk, the Ember Cat, it seems to notice you specifically, and it chirps and it hops down from the desk and makes its way over to you.
He's gonna be.
It begins to rub up on your leg. Hey, Bulk, you're gonna take a little more fire damage.
It's okay, he's gonna return the pet and just grit his teeth and take it.
You are going to take 2 points of fire damage. And Vyra, most notably, looks actually a little surprised. She looks to you, Bulk, and to the cat. She goes, "Oh, I see that dear little Nemia has had a bit of fun with you all. It's not very often that she actually takes to her playthings. That is surprising indeed." And I will give you all
She
that
surprised me. I was worried. I've never seen one before. I thought someone had been cruel to a cat.
No, but much like that sort of thing, Nemia does carry a bit of a bad omen, if you will.
Oh? As he says, still petting her. If she's still there.
Oh, ow.
A bit of a reminder that my hand and my sight does reach quite far here in Vyra's Hollow. Speaking of, you all have been making quite a ruckus, it would seem, if what Q has said is to be believed, and you hear Q kind of under the mouth binding go.
You feels the burning eyesight of Sibri on him.
Oh, well, has Master Q been so talkative about our group?
Oh, he has been lovely as always. He really is quite good at what he does, but suffice to say, I have been missing him, so we just had to take a little bit of time to catch up. And you see that Q, now that you're getting a better look at him, is covered in alcohol. I mean, not like he's been drinking it. I mean, he is actively soaked. And it's such a shame. I do so recall my dear Nemia being such a fan of his.
Ah. Oh, I see.
It is an honor to finally meet the matriarch of, well, the space this place is named after.
Ah, dear, flattery will get you everywhere. And I'm so glad that you come in here with manners. Mr. Q, my dear Q, has informed me that you all are looking for someone. May I ask for you to enlighten me a bit? See if your accounts differ from the ones he gave me.
It would be quite interesting if their information differed enough that it to make a difference. Simri kind of looks at Q again.
You see Q, he's like nodding his head like
Simri just says to him in the brain connection, "We're still connected, idiot."
Mentally, I wasn't going to tell him.
He actually doesn't respond in the connection.
You can just willingly disconnect. So.
That's the thing, Simri. You get the feeling you're still connected to him.
Siri squints. And then we'll look back at Vyra. Go ahead, Copper.
We are looking for a pink-haired woman. The name is Fia. Fia Nimue.
A bit of a popular character in these past few days and weeks. Only one just so overtaken by a certain Scarlet Butcher. Now, forgive me for being blunt, but I do believe that you and your comrades have a little bit of a history with said Butcher. So I ask you, this girl, why are you looking for her? Anyone who wants to, make me an insight check.
Yeah,
Can do.
Absolutely.
10.
22.
Let's go, Leaf. Let's go, Copper. Let's
22.
23!
Damn.
Let's go!
Y'all.
Good job,
Very
everyone.
Nice.
Oh. Solomon's here.
Lath, Simri, Copper, Pact. This is an app that the four of you are familiar with. More conversational types. She is poking and prodding to see what exactly you will tell her. She's fishing for information, but more so she's actively seeing how much information you're willing to give rather than trying to convince you otherwise.
Interesting.
She's seeing how forthcoming you guys are going to be.
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if Pack answers?
Go for it.
Go ahead, bud.
Go ahead, champ.
We are led to believe that she was responsible for releasing the Scarlet Butcher onto Blackwall. Probably something to do with some sort of espionage with Reichenberg, some sort of suspicion to create tension between the two cities.
That is quite the heavy claim. And dare I ask, why would she go about doing this? If you have any sort of inkling.
We've theorized heavily that Reichenberg would probably step in if Blackwall, or the Black Watch rather, couldn't handle the job. Thus, I don't know, creating some sort of sovereign state for Reichenberg to try to add more of their influence in, Most probably due to Blackwall's rise in popularity and prosperity. Jealousy, honestly.
Jealous bitches.
It always comes down to politics, doesn't it? That is
I'd
the
rather
world
it
we
not.
live in. That is the environment that, unfortunately, is part of what you should expect here in Baldur. Both Blackwall and Reichenberg, both. Well, I thank you for your forthrightedness, your candor. Allow me to fill in a few of the blanks. You see, Paulo, who I have been told is the one who sent you here, he has not been fully honest with you. Don't blame him. That's why he sent you to me. I know where the girl is, and I know why she's still in Blackwall. The question is, should I tell you, what would you seek to do with her? And you see, as the more she talks, the more almost like fidgety she gets. There is a dagger that was initially like embedded its tip in the desk, and she has now pulled it out and is flourishing it between her fingers.
With all due respect, probably track her down, question her just to confirm our suspicions. If so, hopefully stop whatever they're planning.
Interrogation, then. And after all the questions are said and done, what then? Let her go about on her merry way, or end the problem for good?
Preferably,
It depends on what. Go ahead, Bulk.
preferably jail, but a beating on the way.
I see,
Truthfully, it
I
depends.
see why Nemia likes you.
Truthfully, it depends on the situation she puts us in. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people after her.
We have no intention of seeking her immediate death, but should she pass in the act of evading capture, we would certainly shed no tears. That being said, go ahead.
Killing by necessity. I see. Now, go on.
May I ask a follow-up question on that front, as you seem to be quite knowledgeable on the matter?
Yes.
You
Sorry,
seem
that
to-
was tart, not.
Yeah, fair enough.
I defaulted to tart there for a second. Yes.
In your dealings with her, the information that's been coming through, has anything been odd about her? Something perhaps indicating that she is more than what she seems?
Well, in the short time that she has been here in Blackwall, she has made leaps and bounds above most. And that is pretty telling and, dare I say, pretty suspicious, to say the least. Now, this killing by necessity it is noble, I'll give you that, though I'm wondering if the sentiment would remain should I tell you what her remaining purpose here is. And you see she has taken the tip of the dagger and she has like lined it up gently against the bottom right corner of her lip, and is like pulling back the lip ever so slightly, almost like playfully.
That sounds quite ominous. I suppose We will only have to find out once the information is shared.
Quite. Well, allow me to extend an olive branch, as it were. That this girl, Fia, she, if my information is to be believed, and let's be honest, hidden always is. She is planning to assassinate the Lord Duke. A contingency, as it were, in the event that your Scarlet Butcher didn't do it themselves. I can only speculate as to the reasoning, but my bet is that this is, as you might have surmised, is some sort of ploy to spark conflict, a war perhaps between Blackwall and Reichenberg, taking advantage of the brewing rivalry.
You'll see Semri just nod very slowly.
Of course.
War is good for profit. War is good for politics. And as I previously mentioned, everything in Blackwall is politics.
Right.
That sounds like a sad existence. No offense, I'm just over it.
Yeah, Bach's just rolling his eyes and sighing. Great! Wonderful!
Cool,
My
dude.
favorite thing!
Now, while the Duke and I are not buddy, I will admit that his unforeseen dispatch would cause a bit of an uproar in things here, both in my operations and the operations of many like me throughout this town. So, let's say, I think we can help each other. The enemy of my enemy and that sort of thing.
Politics, of course.
How about we, just, I'm sure Q told you, but we did keep him alive as she watches Semri's face kind of go a little flat when she says that.
Q told me much about your group, including how you went toe-to-toe with the Butcher themselves, which leads me to believe that you all may be just the people I'm looking for a particular job that may fall outside of the lines of my normal employers.
We do like particular jobs.
To be true, honest, and open, it was less toe to toe and more the Butcher humoring us while he gestured wildly.
We did slay his ultimate creation, though, so humility and truth in hand.
And remaining humble about it, I see. Well,
He deserved more.
Regardless.
I just consider it a job undone. He says as he's kind of... He does look away a little bit.
Our feelings about the Butcher aside. A job, you mentioned.
how would you all like to commit not a heist, as it were, but a incursion? Your girl, Miss Nimue, well, she is currently betrothed to the Prince of the Archangels. That's right, she looks to marry Azrael's son. The ceremony is said to take place on the last day of the month. It would be such a shame should the bride neglect to show up at the altar.
She watches Simri's pupils dilate. Fia.
Yeah, so based on what she just said, Fia is apparently marrying Azrael's son, Azrael being the head of the Archangels. The ceremony is set to take place on the last day of the month, which gives you plenty of time for recon and preparation, handling any sort of outstanding business you may have, and if you do, I suggest you take care of it before then, should you accept, of course. And should you accept, perhaps I can help you with a problem. I know that, and don't fault Q for this one. No, this one I've known for quite some time. I know about you and Traxxas. I know that you have the pixie. I can smell her dust.
Imagine everyone.
Go ahead.
I imagine everyone in the room goes,
We're all internally doing the Excalibur face.
Pat goes completely white and wide-eyed, glaring at Vyra.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell her dust on you. I am well familiar with Ajna. I was one of the 2 individuals who helped her, well, in better times, I suppose. Look. And she slams the dagger back down to the desk again. I never expected the sort of fate that Malachi was going to... I never expected the sort of torment he was going to put her through. Just like you, I want to keep her safe. I want to keep her away from Traxxas. He wasn't always like this. He's no longer the man I knew. I know he will not stop until he finds her. So, let's help each other.
He's gonna make an insight check.
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Same.
Anyone who wants to.
Inspiration.
Oh, 3 of us got 13.
26.
Natural 20.
This is thematic because this is basically Simri's bread and butter.
Not even.
Yeah, and Pact is all in on this part too.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with my kids, son.
No.
That's my daughter.
Pact and Simri. Not only is she being truthful, up until this point, she's been coy, almost playful to a degree. In this moment, she has cut all of that away. This is 100% genuine. I want to right the wrongs that I inexplicably had a hand in with that poor girl. Help bring Miss Nimue to me. And I will not only help you get the girl home, but I will give you a means to get Traxxas off your backs. Because he will eventually find out that you have her. And I would not want to be you when he does.
When you said the girl, do you mean Fia or Ajna?
You bring Miss Nimue to me. I will help you get Ajna back home. Should she choose to go home at least, though with Malachi around, I'd recommend it. Unless you seek to correct that problem. Not that I would condone such, but I understand the necessity of it. There's a bit of a glance at you at that copper. What do we say? Bit of a business transaction? Enemy of my enemy and such?
May I ask one thing? If we were to bring Ms. Nimue to you, should she still be alive and breathing or not?
Personally, I couldn't care less. Officially, she would be more beneficial if she were able to answer questions. And trust me, I have plenty of questions for her. And perhaps, who knows, perhaps turning this Miss Nimue into Reichenberg will finally grant Blackwall a bit of favor in their eyes, and perhaps me in a bit of favor in the eyes of the Lord Duke.
Copper looks to everyone else. What say you?
It is at this moment that in all y'all's head, you finally hear Q speak up and he goes, "Take the fucking deal."
You jump scare.
Sounds genuinely in pain.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Above game, I figured we were all taking the deal, but I wanted to make sure everyone had their moment to say something.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Yeah. I mean, fucking.
Yeah, we're
Obviously, yeah.
You guys start huddling. What do we do? Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
Why are we huddling? Oh, I dropped the contact.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. It's a deal.
I was gonna say Pact will kind of like nod as well. He does seem a little bit more laxed after Vyra mentioned about wanting essentially nothing but Ajana's best. Yeah, what's Summary said. I'm okay with it.
I'm in.
I think we're all in agreement then. Master Lath, Master Solomon.
Yeah, of course.
I guess.
There it is.
The eyes have it. And that makes us business partners. And she is going to come up to probably Simri.
Uh.
And she is going to extend her hand.
So
To
we will
business
meet
then.
halfway. Yes.
The two of you extend a handshake.
Yes.
The contract is signed. And you guys have a new job. With that,
Guys, I have so many jobs.
hey, this one's not just you though. This is with all of y'all fuckers. But with that, my friends, that is where we're gonna have to end tonight, as we are out of time.
What a nail biter.
As you all have forged a deal with the matriarch Vyra Chiron. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Oh boy!
Above game, I walk over and I smack you like a sack of rice in the store.
Hey. You can't say no to that woman. Especially because she basically raised him.
Yeah.
That's like betraying
I'm
his
not
mama right there.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that was the urge I've had the entire. That's the urge I've had the entire time. The urge to smack him like a bag of rice with a sword. Just
All right. We are going to get on out of here. I do want everyone to hang around for just a couple minutes when we get out of here. But let's start doing our outros. Let's start we'll go from the top down. No, let's go from the bottom up. Let's go the opposite way. We'll start with River.
Yes, start with the bottom, Lathe.
That boy's a switch, and you know it.
Bienvenidos, Power Bottoms.
You know, I'm never gonna. No matter what, I never get over the accusations of being a bottom. No matter fucking what. You can
I
find
said
me over
wait,
at
I don't know, I'm just saying.
twitch.tv/WickedRiver97, where
Never gonna be
I will eventually be back. There's a lot going on in my life. So I just don't have time. But I'll eventually be back.
God, do I hear that?
But that's all I do. Punk.
Yo, I'm the punkyard dog. I play the big man with a soft heart block. I have come back to streaming Tuesday Woosday, where I play Date Everything. Blushing Simulator, more like. But I do enjoy it. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's it for now, but I'm most active on Instagram and Blue Sky, all at Punkyard Dog. Joe!
Hey y'all.
Yeti here. Sorry.
I just wanted to say this. I mean, yes, this coming weekend is going to be WrestleMania. I just want to say Brock Lesnar is a sexual predator. Logan Paul is a scam artist who poisons children. And also fuck WWE, fuck TKO, fuck all of them anyway. Frost go.
Reach.
Hello, Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. You can find me here on this lovely channel. You can find me on other Good Beans channels while I'm out. I'm not really going to be streaming as much due to fatherhood and having to take care of a sick spouse. So that's everything I got. Up next is CG.
Hi, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media. You can find me in 2 days on this channel for Death to Zario, and that's basically it. Bun.
But I am the flustered bun across the interwebs. You can find me on Blue Sky or Ko-Fi, where you can find my art commissions, which are open. So on my dice commissions, I also have lots of dice and jewelry and things on my Ko-Fi shop that you can buy. You can also find me this Tuesday for Death to Zariel, where I play Sitaria and I try and keep people alive. Tar.
Guys, gals, non-binary pals, thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Farty Tart. I am a variety dog tuber. I do D&D and variety games. I have an emphasis on horror and Souls-like games, as well as things like challenge runs and randomizers and whatnot. I just did my first Dark Souls 3 randomizer, and I completed it in one setting. Fuck yeah, let's go. But next time you can find me on that channel will be Wednesday, where I am continuing to run the You Have Uno tournament the second year in a row. I'm so fucking busy right now. I can't even begin to express. I'm very tired. So just be on the lookout. I'm doing things. But the next time you will find us here, fuck off, ad break. The next time you'll find us here will be on Tuesday for the next episode of Death to Zariel, where our party is still in the midst of this illusory recreation of the events of Idleglen, where they have now come face to face with the Demon Lord of Knowles, the one and only Yanogu. So we get to have a good old Demon Lord boss fight on Tuesday. That's gonna be fun. Smile. But until then, we got to get on out of here especially because I got to talk to these goons for a couple minutes after we get out of here. We're gonna go raid Wiley, who is a player in them Death to Zariel's.
Handsome lad.
Yes.
Yes.
Very handsome lad. Disturbingly so.
Our raid message is just going to be haunts. Haunts. Go show Wiley some love. Let him know who sent you. We will be back next Sunday for another episode of Sins of the Blood. Thank you all so much for joining us. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. You're loved, you're valid, and most importantly, if no one's told you today, you fucking matter. We love you all. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I said Benzo the slut in my head.